go.
Matt Zernzak. And Zernzak, this one promises to be a good one. We have 8 competitors that are all going to shoot up for that #1 spot.
And we wait for this all year round. And the men's got a big the men's got a big thing to keep up because the women just put on an
huge shoes to fill. Zernzak,
yeah,
it's Barebow time.
Buddy.
Tell us about a Barebow.
Okay, so Barebow is basically a stripped down Olympic recurve. No sights, no stabilizers, no release aids, no clickers. Essentially, our bow has to fit through a 12.2 centimeter ring. That's not very big. No, it's about a 4-inch ring, right?
Other than liking turtles right now, that's all I can think of. No, it's awesome. I mean, this is crazy. I tried to tell myself it's not going to be that bad, but it's a lie. If you guys heard any loud noises a few minutes before we came out, Santo decided to kick my bow about 15 foot across the floor.
Jared Mullis, new to the scene, huge like open pro style compound archer in the ASA 3D realm, and he just picked up a bow. I think it was like 2 years ago or something like that. I'm looking at my notes, and he's just like rising to the top. He's looking really good here, but it's Lee took this home.
Oh yeah,
there's no need to check score.
No.
It's official.
Okay. All right. Now we're
fighting it out with a higher qualification score competitor for first place.
I don't know who's going to show up, but at least you and I can have a chat.
Yeah,
yeah, we can chat. If you're in the comments or if you logged on, say hi. It's Chip and I, Vegas champion. Didn't go. Probably should have. Now, if we're being honest about when you take a look at who made it into the men's shoot-ups.
You got some big scores, some big qualifying scores that happened. It's got to be a record. That's a huge score that was thrown up there. 589, and I think his half was a 299.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hey, Melanie. Oh, man. Well, it's running a little bit behind, obviously, but that's the way this is. And I want to see if everyone can hear that. I can hear it okay. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it.
So,
yeah.
Did you lock your bowstrings in the gun safe?
Yeah. Well, I didn't lock, but you can see behind me. None of them are strung. Like none of them are strung.
Yeah, but that's tempting.
No, not at all. I only have my Barebow. I swear. Okay. I only have my Barebow, and that's what I've been shooting. And I've been working on a little bit of a tune for thicker arrows because I know Demmer likes to shoot the regular size arrows, the 5/16, I think. Yeah. And so it's kind of and for me, I tend to, I kind of collapse. So if I shoot the big arrows, they just drop like rocks, and the thin arrows, they're good. I like those, but I wanted to try these ones that had the screw-in point. So.
And.
Yeah, it's good. It's just I need to maybe saw something off or something. Everything's hitting right. Everything's hitting a little right for me. So, and I'm playing with my string blur too, and I still can't get it centered. But my form is kind of yucky right now.
Do you shoot a bare shaft, and where does it impact in relationship to your
I have to. Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm shooting bare shaft. I'm shooting one bare shaft, and I'm trying out different fletchings right now to see if I can't get it to be a little stiffer. Because it's just like I'm like way over on my string is like right in line with my. Anyway, it's not really comfortable, so I'm trying to fix it. So if you just joined, it'll be a minute. This is the last thing before the women's Barebow, and it's going to be a cracker of an event. So I'm really excited to see what the ladies are going to do too. Fawn, is this going to be Fawn's swan song? I don't know. She's due, right?
All women from the United States.
It's all U.S. It's all U.S. That's why I got my hat on, baby. That's where my hat is, right there. USA.
Yeah, but Canada represents in the men's.
Well, I've got that covered too, my friend. I got that covered too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be our 51st state anyways, right?
Yeah, I was thinking the other way around. I thought kind of you guys would like to be Canadian.
Hey.
Yeah, you're halfway there. I'm drinking adult beverage, Diet Coke, dry January, but yeah, pop is still bad for you. But oh well. Let me get to where am I going here? I was looking. I wanted to go to. Can you guys see my screen, or what are you seeing right now?
I'm seeing the live.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to the event because I thought I had my tablet out here, but then silly me. So what do we got? I'm gonna put this in the chat.
Yeah, great to see, and they're developing obviously.
See if I can't put this in our chat here. Give me one second. Hey everyone, if you're here, make sure Sam. Hi Sam. I'm gonna send this out so everyone kind of gets the scorecard here. If you can see what I put in the chat there. Hi Teresa, how are you? Welcome to the live show. I'm here with Chip, the 2024 Vegas champion, and we're going to kind of chat, and please chime in, and we'll put up all questions, and we'll just have a great conversation back and forth about, and then Chip, I'm just here to facilitate. Chip's the actual archer in this group, so he'll be able to give some good commentary on what's going on here. Obviously, Zach, go ahead.
You and I are like the only ones that aren't at Lancaster, so that's why we're on.
That's right. that's how you get the call. Everyone else that shoots is there. Let's go through this really quick. So we're expecting, hey, if you guys are in the chat and you know these people, so I know Ava Jones, I know Fawn Girard, of course, Medina OTAJAGIC. And Kate MANRESA. So those are the four. I don't know that I know all of them. So if you know them, let me know. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Can you read those comments?
I can.
Okay, good. Yeah. How to coach my dad? I know he's
Sam still needs help with the coaching. He said, huh?
Yeah, because your daughter's a champion. Yeah, so that's awesome.
We've left her speechless, folks.
I like Casey Kofeld. I just like her. I think she does. There, you need to go talk to. I'm having a.
You shot so well and you stayed composed
What's
the whole time.
Kofeld's first name? What's her dad's name? Rob.
Oh, Rob.
I don't know why I was having a brain fart there, but yeah, you need to go talk to Rob. That girl is a Olympic. Where'd she end up in the Olympics? Does anyone remember?
She was a bronze medalist, I think, in the team event with Brady, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I thought too. Yeah, but I mean, she's just done a really good job. Not that you're not doing, and you're coaching your daughter, and you're an Olympic. You come from Olympic recurve background, so
yeah, many moons ago.
Yeah. I
was just at the junior college level back in the early 90s and shot against some universities, and I never competed at the Olympics. So.
Yeah, I think you'd probably pick it up. You should pick up men's senior Olympic recurve. There we go.
I'm probably a better barebow shooter than I am an Olympic recurve, actually.
Just shoot in that division, the Olympic recurve division, with your barebow, and then go, what the hell's going on?
They'll kick me out.
Yeah. Yep. And we saw this weekend, so if you don't know and you're joining, Brody Turner shot a 660, which was phenomenal. But he's Bodie, yeah, Brody. So he's not, but he's not going through. He didn't go through, right? He got beat out he's not going on stage or whatever. He didn't make it on stage or something, is what they just said. Yeah, get going. Let's get going. Let's go. Russ from Idaho. Hey, Russ.
What does it mean to be unrivaled?
You know, this is such a great tournament, Chip. Like, I mean, it's just.
I went once so far.
But even watch it. So I haven't gone. So that's, you got more experience than I do. But I'm just saying, like, watching it, being a spectator, being a fan of archery, I can't get enough of this. I wish they would do the shootouts, like the Barebow shootouts, on live too. Like, I would watch it.
You can't imagine how large that Spooky Nook facility is. It is just amazing. So while you have your floor that has archers on one side, and then you've got some grandstand type stuff, and then you have archers on a different side.
Yep.
You have another section that is where the practice is taking place. You have a second story where practice is taking place. You have another side of this entire arena that has, when we were there, it was volleyball tournaments that were going on. There was, I think, soccer tournaments going on. It's just, I don't know of any other buildings that's that large. Maybe an Amazon distribution center.
Oh, really?
But I mean,
really?
This thing is absolutely gigantic.
Monster.
So yeah, you really can't get a grasp for how large it is just by watching it on the screen.
And our champion, Tanya Galantine.
Okay, what's going on here?
Commercial.
Yeah, okay, it's just commercial. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. So if you just joined, stick around with us. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be fun though, and we'll have commentary. And by all means, ask questions in the comment section. We will get them out to you. No, Teresa. Did they say that on their live feed? I didn't. Well, the cameras went out, and we apologetic to the Barebow viewers. This would be a huge blow to the Lancaster Archery Classic tournament. If you're unaware, I'm sure you're not if you're watching this, but there is no bigger Barebow. There's no bigger archery contest on YouTube than Barebow. Lancaster Archery Barebow, the replaying of Lancaster Archery Barebow. Some of those 20. Oh, there's Yak. There's. Oh, that was during the shoot. Yeah, during the shoot-ups.
Special about the Lancaster Classic to me is that it's like a big family reunion. We get to see people that we don't see except for this one time a year.
She looks great.
Something that's different about the Classic for me is every point matters. From all the way from qualification through to the finals, every arrow you shoot matters. So it's kind of a different tournament. You're not just trying to make the finals. You're trying to make the finals with a good enough score that you're seeded well.
Everything about this tournament is special to me. This is the biggest gathering of Barebow archers, which is what I do in the country, and we all come out here to have this great time. And this
they put all the pretty boys on camera, eh? Like, yeah, go out there. Let's find the prettiest Barebow dude, and then we'll put him on camera.
I joke around with him at times. He probably hates it, but you know, metrosexual. I call him matrosexual. So. He's always very fit.
He is. Well, he's a personal trainer, first of all, right? You know, so yeah, he's in good shape. But that's good. That's good. You know, you gotta. I'm gonna miss Demmer in the shorts on stage this year. Like, dude, is it? He's such a great representative for Barebow. It's just so crazy. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Look at this guy. Z. Great white.
I see he wore his dress hat.
I know, dude. What you know he's got. You know what pisses me? Sorry to use bad language. You know what pisses me off about this? That dude's got nice hair. He's got a good head of hair. Like, I'm bald, so you know, like I put a cap. See, that's the way we are. If I had that hair, I would never wear, especially an ugly hat like that. I just don't get it. He's a good-looking dude too. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Top 4 qualified. I gave you the names.
So we're going to see number 4 shoot up against number 3. The winner of that advances to face the number 2 seed and then to the number 1 seed. But scoring is a little different here in the finals. That's right. We have the 12 ring that is in play. It's a small white dot.
You know, I'm curious how many are going to use a single spot and how many are going to go the way of some of the recent archers that are doing 3 spots, like Raymond.
Yeah, like Reggie. So Reggie will for sure. Period. That's what he's been practicing. That's what he's been training on, right? That's what he told us. So he's going to use the 3 spot. But no one else really will. I think Demmer was. Yaka was. I don't think any of the Swedes were. But they're not. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Barebow.
Our number 4 seed from Prospect, Connecticut, Medina OTAJAGIC.
Medina OTAJAGIC. I was close.
She's young.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll be interested to hear what PJ gets out of her. Wow. I don't.
Maybe all of these are going to be Fawn students.
Maybe they are. You're right. Kate MANRESA. Look at that's got to be her hubby behind her walking like this. That's my girl. Get her out there. She's awesome. And he should be proud.
Yeah.
All right, so ready for our first match.
CD Archery shirt.
It's 18 meters.
Some Hoyt limbs and a CD riser. How about the other young lady?
What is she?
Oh,
Gilo. Yeah, she's Gilo and Uka. That's what. That's where I rolled at the very beginning. It's a good bow.
Well, you're in good company, evidently.
Apparently, like I could be on stage.
Except you're 3 times as old as she is.
Oh, more, maybe more. We'll find out here. Hopefully, Cernzak has some inside info. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She knocked out Lena.
There's some big names that got knocked out.
4 total Lancaster Classics. She's out.
Can you guys hear that? Did I make it too loud?
Up, here we go. Our first arrow is going to go down range, and this is.
Let's go.
As long as I can hear it over me.
Is that you see these athletes that arrive on the scene.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Absolutely ripping. We've seen it in the last
My heart goes out to these people. I have stage fright just looking at them.
We have Kate and Medina, who are both fresh to the stage. They've never been to the finals, and then we have some veterans to the stage coming out in the first seed through Fawn and Ava Jones.
Looks like she's got a forward and low anchor.
Yeah, it's very fit.
Style
This is
anchor.
Barebow competition. So if you've seen compound archery or Olympic recurve,
Don't expect
Whoa, look at that young lady.
But that right there from Medina is a strong start.
That looks like Spanky's old bow.
For the first time, this is Barebow archery. They are basically stripped down Olympic style recurves with no stabilizers, no sights, no release.
What is
aids.
that? That's
we are
hard to see.
using the tip of the arrow.
They're shooting fast.
Our bows need to fit through a 12.2 centimeter range, just over 4 inches. In that to be legal, so you can add.
I'll pull a Zernzak and say that was a scout arrow.
You're going to see a lot of variation.
That's a scouter. I mean, it's a good group. She's, she's. That's interesting.
Now here we are in cumulative scoring. Is that
It's
what we normally see in
really,
Barebow competition?
really
I'm
high.
happy with that one. Huh?
No,
Just
it's
a bit
nerves.
outside.
It's nerves. If she beat Lena,
Oh yeah.
then she knows how to shoot. That's just nerves. Look at that, though. Look at that young lady.
Good group.
All right, let's give it up for these ladies. We're starting women's barebow.
Okay, this will be interesting. PJ.
Welcome to the Lancaster Archery Classic stage. This is your first time here. How does it feel?
I'm really excited, a little nervous, glad to be here.
So you probably watched the classic
She's a
at
kid,
home,
that's
saw this
awesome.
action up here, and you said, I got to be part of that.
Yeah, of course.
All right, tell me about your bow. What
Tell
are
me how old
shooting?
you are.
Run through your equipment for me.
I'm shooting Uka limbs with a Gilo GT riser. I have a biter
Good
plunger
equipment.
and a sniper rest.
Someone got her.
Arrows,
Someone.
what are you shooting?
23s.
Oh.
Knox, you got.
Wow.
She knows. Yeah, she's got
23. She must have a
Perfect.
900
All right,
grain
well,
point.
welcome to the Lancaster Archery Classic stage.
Yeah.
After one end.
What do you
it
think
looks
she's holding
like
on the fingers?
We have Medina in the lead.
You can't have more than a
26-19.
24, 25-inch draw. She's not
No,
very
right.
tall.
Yeah.
You want to explain?
Yeah, so she'd have to cut those arrows
that
down.
blade on the front of her
So
bow.
Medina is shooting a Gillo riser, and that is a custom Gillo made.
Stop
barebow
saying
weight.
Gillo.
It's very
It's
popular in the
Gilo.
barebow community. A
Again, it just has to fit through a 12
Well,
centimeter ring. And
she made it this far with those harpoons, so I'm sure they're flying for it.
She had a tight group, and the accuracy was pretty good too, just a little right.
Yeah,
But
or maybe you need to cut some roast beef or something. You never know.
So Medina, we talked about Kate and her entrance onto the big stage by knocking out Lena, but Medina also did not have an easy path. She took out both Italian women that made it to
Cinzia, she took out Cinzia.
Cinzia, who is no stranger to the finals. She shot
Gilo, exactly right. I think Teresa.
Round. And everyone was thinking Cinzia was going to make it to the stage.
Oh, that's not a bad shot. I would say still quality.
Cinzia, both Italian women on her road to the finals.
Incredible.
Yeah, 15 years old.
This class just gets
15. She can't even drive.
Popularity, but with so much talent.
That's awesome. That's
so what
good
we're doing
group.
here is we're using
Time to move it.
Yeah, she's trying to move it. She's getting a little.
Do a good job here at the Lancaster Classic in the back, setting up.
Look at this.
So look at the young lady. What's her first name? Medina.
Medina. Or Kate.
Yeah. Watch Medina's at her shot. Her bow arm does not move. It's solid.
Yeah. She's just got to get that.
There's a 30-second
Well, that was
shot
moving.
clock per arrow.
Yeah, she's just hanging left on that.
Well, I'm talking about at the shot. You'll see when Medina shoots, her bow arm will just be rocks. Look at that.
Right, that's the one you talk about. It's rock solid. She's dialed in. Wow.
That's awesome.
Back to PJ.
You need to get her on here and kick me off.
Have you been here before?
Well, she's out there winning tournaments, Chip.
Been to the Classic before?
Yes, sir. This is my
And I'm a
birthday.
has-been, so yeah, might as well
What
call
is
me.
it that you love about Barebow?
Oh, the competition and the hard work.
Crazy people sitting over there.
Right?
Yeah.
Barebow. Run through your equipment for me if you would.
We have the CD riser with the Hori Axia foam limbs. We've got AAE.
There's your problem right there.
And,
AAE.
Hey, now.
Kaminsky.
Bite your tongue,
not
Canadian.
And the
It's
Justin
American-made stuff.
bowstring.
And arrows, what do you got?
We have the Super Drive Easton 23.
Yeah, those are heavy too.
Also
Drive 23 looks like
Wow.
Easton Knox on the end there, I believe.
I'm curious how much draw weight both of these ladies are shooting because
Sure.
Medina, her bow
All
is
right.
reacting like she's
After
shooting low
two
weight.
ends,
Yeah.
we have Medina 50, Kate
Chris.
38.
Hey, Chris, sorry about that. Are you there, Chris? Right now? Are you in the audience?
Now let's talk quickly about arrows and how they've kind of evolved in terms of arrow choice over the last several years with Barebow.
Yeah, so you'll see some shooters like to use a smaller diameter arrow, and we are using the tip of the arrow to aim. So we're doing a process called string walking.
This one might be over. I know there's Barebow close or whatever, but I think this one might be over.
They're going to crawl down that string, and what they're doing is they're
It's still
changing
got
the
two
launch
ends.
angle of the arrow as it
Yeah.
clears the bow, so
She
they
has to
basically draw back to their
dig
anchor,
in.
put the tip of the arrow where they want the arrow to go at 20 yards, and then they're going to go ahead and fire. So you see here, Kate made that crawl. You can see her addressing the string about.
Watching from the couch, headed home last night.
Draw back and
Okay.
wink her left eye, aim with the tip of the arrow, and then run her shot process.
There you go.
So
She's got good explosion and follow through though. Her groups are opening up, but you know, she gets into her anchor and then she actually explodes.
Forget it.
Where Medina, I think, is due to the law,
And that is
the
just
little
an
bit
outstanding
of weight
looking
that
target,
she's shooting,
too.
everything is just kind of.
You're right. Right. You can't really
There's just
explode.
not a lot of draw weight there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's-
I think Kate's not throwing up the same scores as she was earlier. So
No, it's nerves. That's okay. I mean, so next year she'll get them. I bet this lady's dialed in. This young lady's dialed in.
like I'll tell Reagan when she's shooting, if she's shooting well and the other person isn't, keep that foot on the gas and just
Keep the foot on the gas. Yeah, it's not you against her. You know, this might seem a you against her thing, but right now, yeah, Medina is just she's only shooting her. Look at her. I've never shot anything close to that, but I know you have Chip, so that's got to be a great feeling. I don't know.
grab those
she's
arrows
handling the
downrange,
nerves
but
really well. I mean, just look at her
boy.
body language.
What about
Yeah.
the material of arrows? Because it seems like
I'm
carbon
just-
arrows have kind of come into fashion at this point.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll use carbon arrows or aluminum arrows.
Yeah,
It's,
I agree.
typically
So Medina
for
started out at the
usually a
4th
larger
seed
quantity
going into
diameter,
this.
22.
Yeah.
We'll see if she can make a
And
run.
If it's a carbon,
She's-
it's most likely
she'll do that
she's
run.
Going up now.
204 or under.
Yeah, but it's pressure, right? It's
they do make
pressure.
some really
It doesn't matter. I mean, Demmer always says it's like it's a different game. It's not like
It is.
Arrows that are
Yeah.
popular in the barebow
It is. You know, you
There was that
you
first
shoot
shot in 11,
the qualifier, which is 60
9-9.
arrows, and that's kind of a
What a group! If you're
you,
shooting,
you
any
got to
discipline,
know how to shoot, and you
But
got to be able
barebow, it's insane.
to maintain a good score. But once you get to the head-to-heads, luck has
Go
a
to
lot
PJ.
to play with it because anybody can have an excellent round and anybody can have a poor round.
yeah, whatever the however many arrows are the 12 arrows, right? So it's like your 12 arrows, might be
So a little
just a
conversation
little
with
bit
the coach,
off,
DJ
like in
asking
terms
him,
of
like, well, what is it exactly you're
because you're used to
talking about?
shooting 30 arrows, right?
So it's the
So
typical
I
stuff,
was
right?
thinking about
Beans
it earlier
rolling.
today.
That's
If you were to
Final end
average
here.
27s
One
each
check at
end,
a
that's a
time.
108.
Yeah,
Medina just needs to put in
So
three
when we
solid
look at
rounds.
these scores that people are posting up there,
yeah,
keeping it in the
Using
gold
a CD
would be
riser,
a
which is
108.
special
yeah.
barebow
You have to be in
And-
gold.
And the X's are 11. So as you look at everybody's score that they posted earlier on their qualification, subtract the number of X's that they have, that 11 or whatever from the score, and that'll give you an idea of how they perform compared to like a Vegas round.
Crowd response.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. I'm glad to see she got something in the gold there.
Back in the practice range.
Yeah, she needs to have a strong end just for her own.
36-pound bow.
Yeah, to feel good. Yeah,
Exciting.
I really want her. I don't know why she does that thing with her mouth. Like she's gonna go to the side of her mouth, but she comes underneath.
Last year.
Yes, strong. Finish strong.
She's probably not shooting under pressure at this point, and that's good that she can come together.
60 arrows.
Yeah.
That extra, what we call the X range, scoring 11 points. The max value is 660.
That's right.
But then each class has a cut depending on the number of entries. You can cut anywhere.
So when they cut
16
to
combination
Medina's target
matches.
again, look at the
That happened
grouping.
first
Not
thing
only where
this
she's
morning
sitting
on
now, but look at the
Saturday
holes.
to
She's got a
big
vertical
classes.
spread and very
They cut to
little
64
from side to
arrows.
side,
Quite
with
a
the
few
exception of
people
this
that end
round.
up going home. So just making the cut is a deal.
Absolutely. Big time.
That's a
Kate had a letdown there. To readjust.
So that could have been just a collapse. Ooh, did she just shoot a 5? Did they say?
yeah.
Oh.
Everything went to the right.
Yeah, that was just I don't. As soon as
I
they left
hope I
her
didn't
boat.
jinx her because I was saying she had vertical stringing, not horizontal stringing. But
Yeah, no, she kind
101
of, you could see
score.
her come off her face there where she's just
Possibly
being this
102
little
points.
static sort of, she kind of went like
With
that.
the nerves
And that causes
standing
that,
on the
right?
platform here at the 21st Lancaster Archery Classic. We're at the Spooky Sports Complex. It is chilly outside, but
No,
it
that's
is nice and warm in here, and it's starting to heat up because, Matt, it's standing room only back behind where all the chairs are, and this place is packed to see
So
women's barrel,
when I had
of
the
course.
opportunity to go in 2023, and I
It's standing room up.
saw,
There is a
I
bar
made it
back
to
there. That might help
15,
too.
and
There
I
might
got
be some people
eliminated.
hanging around just in
But
case their drink gets a
when
little
we
bit
went
low.
down that night,
But it is
and we
standing room
sat
only,
in
and
that room where they're shooting
there
right
are
now,
a
it's
couple of
dark.
seats left open.
It's very dark,
Right.
and it's a lot of times standing
It's
room
incredible.
only.
Wow.
So they're not in the big arena.
All right, let's get to
They're in
PJ.
a kind of a side room. So
Okay.
it'll be all barebow people in there, and then some other people want to come have some fun. But it gets loud, and they have these blow up things that they hit
together,
that they
yeah.
hit together, and
Yeah.
it gives you a headache. But
All right, let's make some noise. You know her well.
What? Here she comes.
Margaretville,
Here we go.
Ohio. Number 2 seed, Fawn Girard.
Fawn's walking in. Look at her. You better beat this little girl. Get your foot on the gas pedal. Get your foot on the.
Look what shirt she's wearing. She's not wearing something that's that she has in the past that has said some
Something weird on it. Yeah, I know.
things on there.
I know. Yeah, she's repping Hoyt.
All right,
She's
so Fawn
repping
Girard
Hoyt.
coming
She's
out
repping
onto
Hoyt.
the field of play and moving
still
her
be Fawn,
competitor
though.
over a
Yeah,
spot.
she will.
And Fawn not only brings
Fawn
the high
did
score,
bring
she
the
brings
heat though,
energy
you know, like in
to
the
this
in the
category.
shootups.
Yep.
So she did a
Better
really
move,
great job.
bumping, getting Medina off of her flow.
So
there
let's
a
see,
little
and
bit.
she doesn't
I think
get- she's
Medina,
been in
what
this
she needs to
position-
do here is shoot
Oh, yeah.
a coming
every
out
year.
strong Scout arrows with this new lighting on the right side.
And
stage.
she made
And, you know, this
Kate
will be
move,
interesting 'cause she shot
or
really
not
tight
Kate,
curve, keeping it centered,
sorry, I forget
right in
her
the
name.
gold, if
Medina
not just a
move.
touch high.
So
In her last arrow, she ended up
that'll
far
we'll see
right
how that
five.
impacts
So
her,
she
affects
needs to
her,
get
because
that
the
out of her
lighting's
head when we
different,
get
right?
there.
Like
Shooting
that's what they
against
talk a lot
somebody
about. The lighting
with
is
the resume of Fawn
coming off your
Plus,
arrows
the
a little
other
bit different.
unanswered question is you had mentioned that lighting is so important when you're moving from one spot to the other.
See, he's just said.
There's no way that the lighting's going to be exactly the way it was in lane number 1 and lane number 2.
Absolutely.
And I think
That's good.
Girard is
Hey, we got a bunch of people in the comment section. Just go ahead and leave your name so I can say hi and give a shout out to you. And if you want to join in with Chip and join in the conversation, just start chatting in the conversation. Someone in the chat will help answer it. We'll answer it. We'll have a conversation. But this should be pretty interactive. We would love that interaction. So don't feel like you're bothering us. Just get in there in the comment section and just start going.
From a lighting perspective, that's what you want to see. Now, lighting can affect the vertical as well because we are using the tip of the arrow.
Oh, I know,
wherever
right?
we see,
There we go. Well, oh, is that 8? Is that no? It's way low 7. Okay, I'm looking at the.
That's her scout arrow.
shining
Yeah.
the brightest on our arrow.
Oh, look at this
We
girl.
can't hit high or low. Medina just works it in right there.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
Drains a nice solid 10 here. So
What?
Fawn's doing the same thing here.
Fawn.
Strong scout arrows. See what
Scout
they-
arrows. He keeps saying.
I told you.
I know you did. You did.
Solid here. Nice shot. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, she's just bringing. I doubt didn't seem like a. That seemed like a weird arrow flight that she had on that.
So look what Medina is doing. She did it last end, and she's doing it this end. And remember what I talked to you before when I was talking with Raymond. She's setting a pace. She's shooting at her own pace. She's kind of pushing it.
Yep.
And it can affect the person that you're shooting against. Look, she looks like she's.
That's a great shot.
Oh,
See
there
that
you go.
shot break?
Fawn's on.
Wonderful.
I know she said he said that was a great shot, but if you rewind that, she kind of was jumpy there. But
How you doing?
Here we go.
Fawn, why don't you tell folks what you like about the Lancaster Archery Classic final stage?
I don't like it.
Yeah, because
The button.
The button.
The button.
Hey, run through your equipment for us before I forget.
Hoyt.
GMX3.
Hoyt.
Hoyt riser. Axial limbs.
Yo's.
Biter
Yo's.
button. ZT rest. Hoyt. Hoyt.
Were you hitting the bar before you came up here?
Yo, Sab. Woo!
Yo, Stab.
And triple T string.
What do you got for arrows?
Guys, you're
Victory?
quiet in the comment section. Get there. Start
23s.
chatting. Be chatty.
You always ask me and I forget everything.
Well, that's the way it goes, Fawn. Welcome back to the Lancaster Archery Classic stage. We got a tie match, 26-26.
What? 26-26, eh?
Watch a few shots of Fawn here from our last
See how she
end.
pushed that
Fawn also
the last
shooting
one. Tried to push it in.
23s.
So
She's
it's
shooting
they're
the
even
arrows
going
away
into
from
this.
that
They
are very
both
popular.
should have an idea where they
need to
should be aiming or what changes they made. So
see
we should see the
there's
scores go up
coming
now.
From that buzzer.
Let's hope.
Plenty of time.
At the moment of impact, then
She's a little slower
Shot,
pace.
she shot with
Yeah,
7
that's a great
seconds.
shot of that.
Yeah.
That was her entire
Great
shot.
shot. Low 9. That's solid.
That's solid. That is a solid shot.
here
I
on
mean,
this
she's
final
just
stage with all
putting
the
the tip in the gold and releasing. That's all she's doing. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't know how to be scared yet.
Is this her year?
And Fawn's taking her time. She took about
She makes it
15
to the
seconds.
stage
So
every single year.
there is a difference in how they approach. She's already ready to go.
the other thing to keep in mind here that women
Don't know Fawn.
hasn't been
Dude,
around a long
she's
time.
just
And when it was just
crushing it.
fine,
I'm happy for both,
She
but
made the cut every single time. Okay. She'd make
I'm happy for both.
All right, I'll watch your bow arm because of what you said. No?
Her shot break
Not
is
there. Not that one. I'm not talking
pushed
that
a
one.
little high. Let's see what Medina does. Third
She
arrow.
shoots with both eyes open.
Man,
What the
Look at that
what?
group.
That's going to be hard to beat. She's just feeling it. She's in a flow right now.
She doesn't care.
Medina got into archery through the school gym class. They just brought some bows out and she fell in love with it. A gym teacher.
That's neat to hear her backstory that it was through school.
Yeah, the NASP program.
Yeah, for Fawn, this makes a lot of sense because if Even if drops out
It's redundant.
That's
Nah,
right.
it's
Drops to the 12. Ooh.
Look at you,
Wow.
girl.
I mean, that was definitely arrow contact. I don't know if you could hear it through, but it was. You could see
Slapping arrows.
Yeah. So how do you
PJ's gonna get her off her
if she's
game
grouping
now.
left in Barebow, how do you fix that?
There's basically two ways to do that. If you don't think it's a form flaw, you can untwist your plunger a couple clicks to move it over to the right, or you can adjust your string blur, and we can talk about that in the next end.
Okay, yeah, it makes a lot of sense because for Medina, you can see she's actually like almost.
Mom and
every arrow
Dad do
she's
it.
going
Barebow,
like
not as good as her. I will guarantee you that.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
That is a sad day when your daughter is just like crushing you. So not sad. It's awesome. It is
your daughter
awesome.
shoot at all?
They were shooting. I had them shooting compound, and they were enjoying it. They're enjoying compound, and then they went to school, and then they haven't picked them up yet. I kept the compound bows around so that they could pick them up. You know, that's an easy one, right? They can get into it.
Shot broke clean and with the form they want, and they're hitting left. They don't want to change anything. If they know they can execute a good
Doug,
shot,
isn't it always a
group,
form
they'll worry about
flaw?
moving that group through the plunger or through string
Yeah, I'll
blur
let Chip
into the goal.
answer that.
They're
If it's not going in the goal,
because you only have 12 arrows, and it's cumulative, so every arrow counts. You can't sit around and wait for
What do you
your
think?
subconscious to make the correction on its own.
12 arrows.
I'm sorry, I didn't copy that. What was that?
what was it a form flaw? Isn't it always a form flaw if it doesn't go in the gold?
Lancaster Archery Classic here from Spooky Nook.
That's what Doug's saying. Yeah, asking.
Hello, Douglas.
3 and number 2 seed getting after it.
I think I'm
So there can be more than just a form flaw. You can actually have a tune issue. But if you're going from,
getting bumped to the
I mean,
right
she's
side,
shooting really
it's not
good.
messing
If
with
all
the
of a
group.
sudden
This
she
is
throws
incredible
one out like Fawn just did,
Yeah.
it can be a mental relaxation.
Yeah,
I know about that. So
Fawn needs to put together.
I feel like Fawn. There's a little bit of stress here. Oh my gosh, she's back. She's back. But that.
Still a lot of arrows to shoot in terms of Barebow. Anything can happen.
Barebow close.
She just shot 2 11s.
Robin Hooded that thing.
Incredible.
She just shot 2 11s.
Wow. Look at her. Look at her. She's just unaffected. Just waiting. So she makes her crawl early.
I would
waiting
Fawn
for
slow
Fawn to
down a
shoot
bit.
arrows.
Let
She's
her
not wasting any time making her
sit there
crawl.
for a second.
A little bit of tension on the string there.
there you go, Fawn.
That was a good form.
Drain a 9.
But
Let's see if she can get.
So I'm glad that they're commenting about Medina getting set. I mean, look at that group.
is that 32? Was that no? It was a 9. That was. I think that bounced out. But no, it's a 9-star. So let's see if that's a 11 11 9. That looks like 11 11
She actually broke a knob.
31.
10.
Barebow, we love it.
Oh yeah.
11 11
That's
9.
called 10 after.
So she's
solid 11
she's getting set. You know, one of the benefits that I have, and she's probably going to exhibit, is if you're ready to go by the time the other
Throwing
person
down
shoots,
11, 11,
and then you
9s.
get ready to go, you can always let up and have time to shoot if you have to reset without having to worry about the clock.
Yeah. Yep.
She's
I know.
killing it.
We talked about that. You guys, if you guys haven't seen that interview with Reggie and Chip, that was a good one, man.
All right,
Go back and see it.
going
It's in
into
my
our
catalog
last
on
end.
YouTube.
Medina 86, Fawn 74.
Doug,
This is archery.
again,
There's
I
not a
heard
ton
something
you can
about
do
moving plunger on the stage,
affect
probably from
the
Matt. It
play
was
of
Matt.
another person,
Chip
but
knows I
definitely
never
in
make
the
changes during competition.
You could get into
So you can, and I do, because you only have a few arrows to go. I will shoot. If I find that as I go to a different lighting, if my group is to the right or to the left, I will look and see if it's my form. If I'm shooting to the right, sometimes it's my string blur creeping in or I'm not pushing. But if I'm consistently shooting to the right, you don't have all tournament to chase, like 4 ends. And so you make an adjustment and you go with it. Look at that.
I have never seen anyone shoot this good. Like I've seen a lot of shooters up on stage. Like Reggie shot. I mean, Lena shot this good last year.
I think someone's convinced her that the gold is the only place to be.
Oh, she should be somewhere about a 115, 116 when it's all said and done. Here, let's see.
Second arrow high centered.
She could dump one right now.
Oh,
she could dump.
But
She
one
could,
in the 8.
yeah, I mean that's.
Oh yeah, she could. Yeah, she's in control here.
Absolutely.
Okay. She didn't hit it.
Fawn's gonna end on a good note here. Come on, Fawn.
Set.
Still 14 seconds.
She's going to want to end on a really strong arrow here.
Yep.
That's what she,
That's good.
She can walk out with her head. That's a great last arrow.
Even if
Yep.
He doesn't shoot this, she won.
Just a great dominant.
She put a little English on that shot right at
She
the
did.
end. Kinda.
Yeah, pumped it up.
That was the first actually hiccup shot I've seen from her.
Yeah, me too. First hiccup that she, like, I mean, the other one was just, look at this. I mean, Fawn did such a, I mean, she's such a great ambassador.
15-year-old.
Absolutely.
What a great moment.
Advice.
Great
You
moment.
know,
And Fawn's going to take home $1,000 for her effort, finishing third.
I feel sorry for people like you and this girl who shoot just like the center. I don't know, because I get the whole target, right? Like I get to shoot at the whole target, so I get my money's worth. But you guys just have to shoot at that little tiny spot. It's like, seems silly to me. Seems silly.
So talking about that, we talked about this a little while ago. What
All right,
target
our
choice
number
somebody's
one
gonna
seed
have. So far,
from
we've seen all
Bowling
single
Green,
spots.
Kentucky.
Yep.
Ava Jones.
So were there any women that were doing 3 spots at all? Oh, there's Ava. There she is.
Now, let's see if she's shooting an elite. She's got the shirt on.
Yeah.
And elite flex is a 19-inch riser. Yep.
She's shooting 19-inch riser.
All right,
Yeah,
tell us
that-
a little bit
that
about Ava
flex we have
Jones.
on
Ava
that
Jones,
you know,
ASA
convert from a
Shooter of the
17
Year
to a 19-inch
2024.
riser,
She is a
and then the
monster
limb
on the
pockets
3D
will
game. I
move
tell you what,
like
when you
a
see her walk
GT.
onto a
Really?
3D,
But that's only a
3D
19-inch
course,
riser.
watch out.
Wow.
She just drops those
But she's
10s
got
and
a short
11
draw,
like
so
crazy.
she's probably
Made
with
the
a set of
transition
longs at
to come
64
indoors,
inches.
and
That's
she
not
made
common.
it to the final stage
Yeah, no.
last year.
But she
And
seems
came
to
in
she seems to
third
shoot
place
well.
at
She had to
the
beat a lot of
Classic
people to get here.
2024, So she's no stranger.
Those limbs
to
are
the
pretty
big stage
smooth.
here.
I got
This
to
is
shoot
the
them at
second year,
work, and they're a
and,
bamboo.
she's just putting together some
pretty
really
smooth.
good arrows. While I was
Got an
watching her
ugly
shoot in the
graphic
back.
on them, but they're
And,
pretty smooth.
yeah, she's feeling calm. I asked her how she's feeling. She's going, I'm feeling good this year.
The music's still going. She's getting ready. Look at
see what you can do.
Dina's just like,
Boy, she's been hearing the crowd cheer too from back in the area to warm up. But Dina's going to kick us off.
All right.
And she did the right thing, though. Ava moved her off the spot. So she
moved her off, but that didn't even influence her.
And then you can see Ava Jones here using.
Oh, she knows where to aim on both sides now.
Her aim is going to be a little bit more fine.
That's it. Yeah, she's using thin arrows too.
Probably
She's using
floating
the micro
inside
shafts.
the gold, the entire diameter.
That's
of
nice
her
though
arrow
that
is
she's.
floating inside the gold. Finer kind of sight pin, if you will.
Wow.
That was another high one.
Yep, a little high there.
She was just a little
Tiny bit high, but I mean,
Ava Jones here shooting the new Elite Flex.
Yeah, I want to talk about that in a second. There's a little bit
whoa,
of a surprise.
that is a dynamic release, man. That's a lot going on there. Wow.
Manufacturer like Elite in the mix.
Yes, absolutely. It's more of a hunting riser they just came out with this year.
Curious what he's going to say about the flex.
They're holding the limbs are adjustable between a 17-inch riser or a 19-inch riser, so you can really dynamically change how your bow feels.
You heard it here first.
Adjustments.
Yeah.
Throwing a right side there. Here we go. 1 point.
Hey Gary, you don't have to stick around, man. If it's irritating, just leave. No one's keeping you here, brother. Dude, no one cares if you come or go, but thanks for letting us know, man. Appreciate you.
It's your second time. All right. Hey, I want you to tell us
I
about
don't care calling
your
people out
equipment here,
nowadays, man.
because
I've been a content creator for so long.
It's
Chip.
your channel.
It's my channel. Just don't come here then if you don't like it. There's a whole idea. We're watching it together. I actually want people in the. We will be quiet during this though.
Oh, gas bowstring, gas bowstring.
Gas bowstring, Bowling Green, Kentucky. You better mention that. Your arrows. Tell us what you got there.
I'm shooting Easton Advance.
Right. Doing well up there,
Is that
Ava.
the low pound,
Elite
like
Flex,
the
that's a
900s?
new
And that's-
recurve bow that just came out
It's-
within the past year, if I remember
we go.
correctly. Great to see them up here on the Finals Classic stage.
Yeah.
After one end, we have Medina 26, Ava Jones 25, 1 point lead.
Yeah, and you know when a
It does,
company
it
like
does.
Elite,
It's
who
fine.
has been absolutely shredding in compound archery, takes a look at the
Still great
recurve
group
market and says,
there.
you know what, this is
You
a
know, I
place
think
we
it
need to
bounced
play.
off one of the
It's been
feathers or
growing.
something.
100%.
Yeah, so if that was me,
That's
I'd
great. It looks like her
probably
bow is
just
set in
because we have one end in, I'd probably put about
So just
3
make that
clicks
riser as
on
long
my
as possible.
on
That's
my
kinda cool to see.
plunger,
Anything else
especially
with a
because she just shot
hunting
another one. Put
She shot
about
another
3
one up to
clicks
her.
and see what it'll get you.
Clearly.
So do
Going
you
out
you don't
first
think that
tee.
because she's here like this, right? And she's fired up right now. Do you think that she's pulling too much? Like she's putting too much power in that. Oh, that's nice.
Well, she's on
She's
the
hanging
10,
right side
but at
here.
the 3 o'clock
She's
side.
hanging
3
right
o'clock,
side.
yeah.
So she's still, I would, if I was her coach, I'd say put 2 or 3 clicks into it, if she hasn't already, to move it over and then see what impact you got. She might not be pushing with her bow arm. She might be collapsing on that side and overpowering it on this side.
Right. Yeah.
But she made some kind of an adjustment because now she's favoring the 3 o'clock side of the 10.
Oh, there's the arrow she needed to close out this end. Man, keeping a 2-point advantage coming into the third end.
And the thing to keep in mind too is Medina came in here in 4th position, and we talked about how every point matters.
The
in this
4th
tournament.
position, though.
And so after qualification,
honestly,
and the
I
amount of
don't.
points you score in eliminations, she had a total of 744 points. Ava Jones, 751. So you're really talking about a 7-point difference between the 4th and number 1. Number 1, number 2, and number 3, which was Jones, Girard, and of course Kate MANRESA. Only 2 points, 3 points difference.
That's amazing.
Like,
That spread is
incredible.
nothing.
Yeah,
That means
it's nothing.
Tell me about these gas bowstrings. Have you used them, Chip?
No, I
That's
make
how
my
tight
own
this class
bowstrings.
is.
Oh, do you?
Top.
Okay.
That is amazing.
And with
You
the,
sell
with
them?
with the names we all know and recognize,
Not yet.
Just the friends. Just the friends.
Just the friends.
Pretty incredible.
Let's see if I fit in that category.
At work, we've put some gas bowstrings on compounds that have been ordered.
Okay.
But I haven't seen the
Recurve.
recurve ones.
Yeah.
Ava Jones, 6 arrows each to decide the champ.
2 points down. Oh, man.
Way to the left now.
She's going to need a little bit tighter groups here. Let's see what Medina does. Hanging a little high.
She's right there, right? She's right there.
Still great shooting. Ava's making her crawl. She has a longer crawl than Medina.
That's my bowstrings. That's what I call them.
Flingers.
Heffelflingers.
Heffelflingers. It's trademark. Get the shirt. I want the T-shirt.
Low. No one's hitting the 12.
Yeah, Doug came up with that. Doug and I are friends. He used to shoot. He doesn't shoot anymore.
High Medina on that left stage again.
Yeah, the only one called 12 so far. Barebow is Fawn.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at Ava's crawl here. See, it's about 2 inches down the string here. Knock against her nose. Pulls through that shot.
This is over. Dude. Oh, that's good. So, yeah, that's up.
Medina needs to put a good arrow in here.
That's
Okay, holds the lead. 4 points. 5 points.
Medina continues just constantly working.
So this is
that
last
plunger.
this is
Yeah,
last
just a click here and a
competitor,
click
right?
there. That's right. Do you like that, or would you rather see an archer?
Hey guys,
like,
thanks for
kinda
stopping in
settle
and
into their
watching.
sort of
If you're in the
you know, on
comments,
compound
so
side, I would say,
we're
like,
having
you're
fun, right? So
chasing your
just
click.
if you want
Yeah,
to
it's the same thing.
leave a
And that just might be
comment,
a mental
love
thing, 'cause a
to
single
chat with
post
you.
your
So
bow is tuned
and at least say
really
that you're
well.
here.
A
At
single
least say
click or
hi.
two is really not gonna make
And
a
thanks.
huge
I want to
difference
thank
at 20
Chip for
yards.
joining us.
However, full
Obviously,
revolutions, when you see somebody cranking
an
on
expert
that by your plunger,
archer.
what kind of full
Not there this
revolution?
week. Not there this
That's
week.
whenever
Probably
you
could have
have
used them. The
third
Americans
start
could have
to
used them
get
as the
aggressive
Canadians
with
seem to
the
be
changes,
cleaning
but,
up in
you know, this
Barebow
might be a
now.
good
So
one click here.
it's quite embarrassing. It's a little embarrassing. It's not extremely embarrassing, but it's close to extremely embarrassing for the American side. And yeah, you're gonna say, I know what the mainstream media is gonna say. They're gonna say, well, Demmer's finger, he was sabotaging his finger.
It's all fake news.
Fake
Okay.
news. Yeah.
We've got Brother Wade that's going to be coming in here.
Okay,
and see
Wade.
what he can do.
I know. Wade is like, both of those guys are just amazing. Ooh, good shot. Shoots 11.
She needs the time for a few 11s. It's right now.
Oh, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. I mean, it's get that 2 points, but
Now we're down to 3. The advantage.
just 3 points. She's got to get 11s here or 10s.
Big strong shot here. Hey,
Good,
that was
good
right down the
call.
middle,
Good
man.
call.
Yep, that
You
was
got to make
great.
her shoot a 9. That's fine.
Height
That's
there.
still
no,
fine too.
No bow arm jump on that one. 2 points. Last arrow.
Yeah, he commented about her bow arm not jumping. She doesn't have any jump in her bow arm. She's got a very dead shot, whereas Ava's got a very explosive shot.
Here. 6
Yeah.
points will do it.
Anything in the golds is a win. Anything in the reds a win.
And that's the way to sink it. We've got our 2025 Women's Barebow Champion.
Women? Can you say women?
Medina
Young lady?
OTAJAGIC.
Young lady Barebow champion?
To champ.
14? Was it 15?
We wait for
15.
official confirmation down there, but
Who is it?
we know. Here's PJ.
And Medina, Ava, for second place, you're going to take home $1,500. Ava Jones, second place finisher at the Lancaster Archery Classic.
Good job, Ava. You had to knock off a lot of the major competitors.
And your champion, $3,000 for first place from us, $500 from Gilo, $300 from Gas, Medina, you pronounce it.
OTAJAGIC.
OTAJAGIC. She's
Remember that.
OTAJAGIC. Oh, yeah, everyone better remember that.
You need to have that
Medina,
young lady on
15
here.
years
That's
old,
awesome.
your first time
It's
here.
really good.
How does
It
that
is really
feel to
good.
hear that?
And for
It's
Ava to make it
amazing. I
that
don't even know how
far,
to
all
feel
of them.
right
That's
now,
great.
but I'm very excited. I love shooting with all these people. They're amazing people. Ava's amazing. Everybody. It was an amazing experience.
Are you going to go home and watch this over and over again on YouTube?
Probably not. It's a little embarrassing.
You have nothing to be
embarrassed about, young lady.
Give it up for Medina, classic champion.
I don't know if she knows what she did. I don't think she fully understands this yet. You probably don't. You probably have to go home
Just an awesome shoot up for the 2025 Lancaster
She gets
Archery
that check
Classic.
in her hand. She'll
15
remember.
years old
She'll recognize
and a
it.
few
Yeah.
$1,000
Yeah,
richer,
that's
and
right.
the experience that you can never replace. We're going to step away for a moment. When we come back, we're going to have the coveted class, Barebow. 8 matches on deck to decide.
This is a long one,
who's gonna
guys,
be
so
the
buckle up,
2025
and thanks for
Lancaster
joining
Archery
again. I
Classic champ.
appreciate
Stay with
everyone
us.
being here. This is so far, Chip. How are you feeling? What do you think? What do you think that is the intensity there? Is this meet your expectations for like a major tournament like this?
Well, hopefully I'm not breaking up because you sound like you're breaking up to me, so it's probably on my end. But I
No,
think
you're
when
good.
you look at the scores, am I coming across okay?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. When you look at the scores from this weekend
Yeah.
with the women, let's just look at the women real quick. Do you have the ability to pull
I
up
do.
their
I do.
bracket rounds?
Give me 1 second.
I got them on my computer here as well. So you had Cynthia, who came out number 1. That's
Yep.
not a surprise. And she took the first bracket, and then she was beat in the second bracket by Medina.
Yeah.
That's a big person to take out. And then you have Lena. Lena beat Aaron Myers, and then Kate beat Lena. And so these brackets are something else.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. So we got Cinzia, shooting a 562, and just really quickly at the scorecard here. If people have not, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I can see what you're seeing. I'm
Okay.
looking at a different screen on my own computer, but yeah, I
Okay.
got you.
Okay, cool. And then, and you take a look at their scorecard, like she started off really slow, and I thought, oh, Cinzia is not going to be, but then she really crushed at the second end, or the second 30 arrows. So for a 562 total, which put her at the very top. And then we got Christina Percoli, which I thought she was going to go through. I thought this was her year.
Yeah.
Had a quick conversation with her.
She qualified second.
Qualified second, and Maggie was up there too, and
Third.
we all third place, right? And Kate, you can see it's all, and Lena was, not shooting the way she normally does. She's usually an all gold shooter, and you're seeing some 8s and a 5 here, even.
So if you look at the people that made it through,
yeah,
Ava Jones was 6th seed.
I can do
going
that
in.
too. I can do that too.
Kate was the 4th. Medina was the 8th seed. And then where we got one more? Fawn was 7th. I was a little surprised at that. That's why I'm not in Lancasters. I just didn't have it together this year, and it wasn't worth the expense of me flying across the United States to go there because I didn't feel like I had it. I probably would have been way lower than that.
But then it's a different game. You would have still qualified, and then you would have had that experience of I think you would have did really well.
Experience of getting beat by a Canadian or a
yeah, just once. It's just it's fine. It's fine. You're right. Here's this. What are we doing here? What's still commercial? Okay. So let's take a look at this. So unfortunate. So there's some unfortunate. You listen. They don't reshuffle the deck when they do these brackets, which just bothers me to no end, because what happens is you get 1 and 16 off against each other, right? That makes sense. So Cinzia would go through here. Jill's awesome. She was shooting one of her best tournaments ever. And then you got Sarah and Medina. And so that's like 8 and 9 against each other. So now the winner of that plays against Cinzia. So it's a lot closer. Instead of Cinzia going against the winner of like, you know, where's it, like 11th and 6th or whatever, you know, like where did these guys end up? Like when you get into this round, usually it should be like if Medina was so who we got here? So whatever it is, right? So the person who is like 14th that got through here, that's who Cinzia should have shot against. That's how I feel.
Well, they've done this for a while. They've got whatever their system is. So
I know. I just
you show up to play with their rules.
100%. You know, you paid to play that game, so that's the game. You got to follow the rules. I get that. I would like to see it change though, if at all possible. Let's really jump over to Barebow men real quick and just take a look at what this looks like. Just check and make sure that we're not back yet. Okay. All right. So you got Oliver. Yeah, Oliver. You got MELNIK, right, from Canada, and Raymond, who won it last year. Fredrik, Switzerland.
I don't
Sweden.
think he's been here for quite some time, if ever.
Who?
Fredrik?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not. It's usually Lars is what we usually see, right?
Oh, well, we see Leo, we see
Leo.
Eric, we see how do you say his name? Holcomb. Yeah. So those guys, but I mean, Fredrik, I don't know if he's been. Somebody else can probably correct me, but I don't know if he's been to Lancaster. If he has, it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't remember his name coming up, but I do. I see him on the international stage a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he shoots a 31-inch G-Low.
Yeah, I don't know Chris Kent. You know, I know the Canadians. I know I usually know 90% of the Canadians, but for some reason, maybe I do know Chris. I don't know. Last time I said that, it was someone I knew actually. Way, you know, one of the Way brothers is here, Brian, this time. So, so let's jump back into this. I think they're going to start to get back. Let me see if I can't jump back into stop. Okay, we'll present, share screen.
Number 8 seed from Falls Church, Virginia, Kelly Miller.
There we go. So could happen like it's happened before, where you know the 8th seed just is there for forever, and
as long as he's got enough steam.
Because again, it's the rules you play with. Like he's out there, and 2 people are coming together, and they could be really great, but those 2 lower ends, and whoever's the better of those 2. And you start to get more comfortable with the stage. And then you got that 12 arrows of practice before the next guy comes out. And then another 12 arrows of practice.
I like the English jersey. That's pretty cool. Looks like he's going to go play football.
Yeah, it looks like a football jersey.
So
it does.
if you're in the Barebow community, you may know some of these archers. If you're new to Barebow, Matty Z, tell us a little bit about these archers.
So these guys are
guys.
new to the Classic final stage for here, and honestly, I don't know much about these guys. I learned a lot about them here today. I was standing at the practice range, watching them shoot shots, getting to talk to them a little bit. This is going to be a really exciting match. The entire men's field here is a mix. We only have 2 U.S. Barebow archers that the cut here for the final stage. We have 3 Canadians. We have one from the UK and one from Denmark. So it's just going to be an incredible matchup. Oh, and one from Sweden.
Yeah, and one from
those are
Sweden.
Uka Risers too, you said?
Some of the biggest names you know.
No,
in Barebow
I see the limbs are the.
Yes, that's how
the
competitive
American
this class
gentleman
is getting.
looks like he's possibly shooting a
Give you a little
G1.
idea of the field of play.
G-Low,
The
I'm
archers are
guessing.
standing on basically a risen platform.
I can't see
They
what
have
the
a
other
button.
one is.
There's an option like
Might
you
be got
talked
enough
about
arrows
to
in
hit
that
that
quiver.
12.
It's probably something by Merlin.
There's 4 ends. This is cumulative scoring.
Merlin
The
Archery.
target
Mybo.
is 18 meters,
Mybo.
just a little shy of 20 yards downrange. They don't have the they don't have sights. They
He's
don't
got a
have
glove on?
lenses. They don't have release aids.
That's right.
Interesting.
A stripped down bow with some weight on it and just pure skill.
That's right. So what we're doing here
It's a lot of
is
weight on
watching
that bow.
Rene make a very meticulous crawl down the string. You can see he's grabbing the string, using marks on his tab, to go to his 20-yard mark, and he's changing the pitch of the arrow as it clears the bow. He's going to draw back, and that is the location that if he draws the bow back. Oh, we have Kelly Miller.
Yeah, you had the wrong guy.
Shot here. And Kelly's doing the same thing, string walking, and you can see that they go to a place down the string to where they can draw back, come into the repeatable anchor.
Good bow arm.
Stick the tip of the arrow on the gold and execute their shot. And that's called string walking. And you can see Rene here is using a skinny diameter arrow. And Kelly's using, looks like a medium size. Maybe he's running, he's running like
Is he running medium? Looks skinny.
Yeah, looks a little skinnier, huh?
Yeah, those
So,
look like
talking
micros.
with Kelly.
They are. Yeah,
He
you can
is
tell by the
only
tip.
been shooting for a year and a half. So he is a hobbyist. He played table tennis, does a lot of disc golf, and thought that archery was going to be pretty fun. So he thought he'd give it a try, and here he is, finds himself at the stage. First time here. Incredible. Man,
Rene really tries to get into his anchor. Lots of movement until he gets settled in.
White dot you see there.
So if you remember, Dillinger used to play all
Yeah.
around a lot. Used to
back.
do a lot of it. And I don't know if it's a little bit of
See, I'm a
avoiding
very
target
expressive
panic or.
person. I wear my emotions on my face. So if he likes a shot,
Ooh.
he's going to make some big facial expressions. So it'll be an entertaining watching him shoot. And Rene here is very meticulous.
Ah, I put some English on that.
Always the last off the line, standing up there using.
Look at that arm come
up. Of the clock. And he just drilled
Oh, you must be
that
watching
arrow.
on another screen, and I might be a little bit
It's
behind.
not the highest score,
That's
but
right.
still good.
I might
I'll tell
be-
you who
It
wins.
looks like an official
No,
sitting
seriously,
on a
are you ahead of me?
46. Let's get the PJ.
Renee. Okay, I did get that right. Renee, welcome to the Lancaster Archery Classic final stage.
Oh, that
Have
looks
you
like a
been to
9.
the tournament before?
Not before, no. First time to the US.
First time to the U.S.
So for
Thank
our
you
American
coming
friends, he
over.
says
We did
that was
see
the first
a big
time to the
contingent
US.
of Europeans this year.
I'll do the
Why would you
translation.
make a trip over here for this?
Why not? It's the biggest,
Translation, huh?
comp in the world, so
Biggest competition in the world.
yeah.
PG's
That's
doing
what
a
we
good
like to
job.
hear.
You know who we didn't see this year?
Tell
was
us
Nick
about your equipment.
No, yeah,
I'm
he from
using
Australia.
the Winner
Yeah, he's not.
Fisher.
27
Fisher.
riser,
Michael Fisher.
UX 100s, mediums, 40-pound, 36 on the fingers, AC arrows, Spigarelli tab, my own weights, my own rest, my own plunger.
Made it yourself.
Yeah.
True Barebow style.
Yep.
My own plunger?
your
Did he
knocks
say he
there?
made his own plunger?
Yeah, these are the Biter 5.2 Overknocks.
All right,
Ah,
great
what
looking
riser did
rig.
you say he had?
Renee, thank you
I didn't
for
catch it.
coming
Anyone
over
else
here
catch it
to
in the
Classic.
comments?
After one
What-
end,
what is
we
that
are
riser?
tied, 26 all.
Is it a Spigarelli riser or?
I think that he might have some demand for that front weight of his.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
cool. That front
Captain
weight's cool, man.
America there. That
Captain
thing looks
America.
Pretty awesome.
His rig was the talk of the show here at the tournament this weekend. During elimination, somebody pointed it out to me and says, look at all those weights and those custom tiller bolts and the custom rest and custom plunger. He designs and makes all that stuff.
Wow, he must be a
Very smart
machinist.
engineer. Loves to tinker.
But back to it we go. And number 2 of 4.
Kelly Miller here. He says he is very streaky, so you'll see him shoot 30, 30, 24, 30, 30, 30, 24. So he says he's hoping to string together a bunch of those 30s here on the final stage. Here's a very nice explosive shot break.
That's a bad
He's
angle
not
for
happy
that
with
camera.
You can tell he is very capable of hitting 10s. He's not happy with 9s right now.
Ooh.
Renee smokes a 10, meticulous. I love watching these guys. And you see how carefully they're making their crawls, making sure.
This is making me nervous.
Here. We'll draw.
Man, he gets back into there.
Aligning a string blur, looking down that arrow. So for our barebow archers, we don't have a rear peep sight, so we have to have something to help with our windage. So we use the string, the blur of it in our peripheral vision, against a landmark somewhere on the riser. So we have our left and right. We can keep our bow in proper plane as we're aiming down the tip of the arrow. So
There
you'll
you go.
see Kelly here as he's really making us crawl. This is a perfect angle for us. Watch what he does. He's going to.
They're both shooting pretty fast.
As he comes
That-
into the
yeah, it
draw.
feels
That's
that
what
way.
He's doing. He's aligning his string blur here. So he's really checking his string blur at the moment. Then goes to the aim and then goes to execution.
Yeah,
Making sure well.
Kelly's. That's his target there.
Good group. See if Rene can sink another one in here. See, he's using a glove. Keep that grip nice and steady in his bow hand.
There you go. That's what those thin arrows do for you, right?
Release hand. He did this all morning at elimination.
So-
Unbelievable. This is great. 3-point match coming into the third end.
It's pretty
Just
good.
his style, right? An interesting 3 points made up by 3 arrows.
Right.
Let's get the PJ.
That's crazy, man. I did not think I would be up here, but
Tell the folks out there who you had to beat in your last match to get here.
whew, the right man in the wrong place makes all the difference in the world.
Awesome. Well, Kelly, can you tell us about your equipment? You had to beat John Demmer the
John
third
Demmer,
to get
that's-
here,
yeah, you
folks.
beat John Demmer.
But Kelly, tell us about your equipment.
I have an Gilo riser with Uka XX50 limbs, biter plunger, and then strings myself, and then Easton Super Drive micro shafts.
I forget where you're from. I announced it in the beginning and I forgot already. I'm old.
I'm from Northern Virginia.
Northern Virginia. All right. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming to the Lancaster Archery Classic. After 2 ends, we have Rene Becker, 56. Kelly
anybody's
Miller,
game still.
53.
Oh yeah, it's barebow close for sure. I mean,
It's barebow close.
So like I was saying before, you know, you look at a 3-point swing in barebow, and often that could have been just the result of one arrow.
Absolutely.
But in this particular case, it was a 30 to a 27.
100%. That was a great interview with Kelly there. You'll notice his girlfriend, Kiara, is their sign language.
Yeah, I
helping
thought maybe-
assist with communication there. He has some significant hearing loss in both of his ears. Just an awesome dude. Coming in full draw here. He says he has 2 goals for these finals. Not to have a heart attack, to win.
Well, we know the audience is definitely with him on at least one of those things.
No doubt. Let's see what Rene can do here. Man.
Ooh, that's a
So what
2
Rene?
points.
He's got a very unique-
You can tell what's going on in his head here when he gets
Release.
to the draw. Hopefully we can get a good camera. angle of his
What
face.
we found out though, Chip, and if I go back through all these things and we put it all together, form is doesn't beat tune. This, I'm sorry, man. That's unpopular opinion, but form does not beat tune.
Down, making sure everything's aligned.
Because there's, I could go back and show you people just crushing the gold, and it's just they don't have
People
any.
just
It's
looking at
not
the
like
chart,
any
yeah,
back
nobody's
tension coming through. You can
looking
see
at
it's dead,
inside
and then they
the
just pull it
11
back
Ken
afterwards.
Well, whatever their form is, it needs to be consistent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you're
okay.
here one time and here another time and here another time and here another time, it's going to affect you.
Yeah, fair point. That's fair point. That's true. That is true. But I mean, plucking and stuff like we used to worry about all the time on like wooden bows. Some of the technology now, it just feels like it's absorbing it. I don't know why, but
Oh, I can pluck one out of the target.
or maybe it just doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I just people are always saying back tension, and then you can see
expand that lead a little bit.
It's going to drop. He's going to drop his hand here. That's not back tension.
But it's consistent. He's consistently doing the exact same thing.
It's
You know,
great shooting.
When Reagan shoots, she shoots like this.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, you got your back tension. You're already pulling through because I think it's traditional when you've done a lot of Olympic recurve.
On the plane, and it would not arrive in time for the classification.
What happened?
Did we have a bow that we could loan to him? We loaned him a bow, arrows, everything.
Wow.
The only thing he had was
Thank you,
his
Rob.
finger tab. He qualified and is here on the stage with equipment that he borrowed from Liz and Brian and Heather from our academy. Let's give him a hand.
That's amazing.
Great. And, you know, Rob, the
Way
team,
to get it done.
it's just one of the best guys ever.
And there's a lesson in there. Always travel with your finger tab.
Never, ever put your finger tab in with the rest of your luggage because every barebow archer will tell you they want to lose their limbs, they want to lose their bow, they want to lose their arrows. They do not ever want to lose their tab. The tab is so precious to us.
Oh, yeah.
It is our most
Olympic
important piece
recurvers,
of,
too.
Yep.
I mean, like,
absolutely.
Yeah, Olympic guys, too.
Yeah, I
What's
know
up,
some
everyone? Hey,
athletes that
Josh.
spend months.
Thanks for joining, man.
That's right.
Exactly where they want it.
Exactly. I never travel.
It's been crazy. It's been fun.
My personal carry
already.
That's how it always goes. But that's an absolute true story here. Rene traveled over here. His luggage didn't arrive in time. He went to the Lancaster Classic for the qualification round and shot his qualification round with borrowed equipment. And then his luggage arrived.
Nice
he
shot.
went and picked it up, set it back up, and this bow that he's currently shooting right now is his with all his custom geometry and custom weights that he designed and everything.
As he mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why he showed up to eliminations this morning, and people were like, whoa.
Exactly. Easier to play now. But that just goes to show you, if you have good form, good shot processes here, it's like shooting a bow on a Hooter shooter. It's going to group well, right? It's going to group
just like a Hooter shooter.
That's right.
Also shows you the strength of the community.
That's right. So Barebow here, we haven't
solid.
mentioned this in the
These
men's
guys are
division
solid.
yet, but a Barebow rig needs to fit through a 12.2 centimeter ring for inspection. So the guys are in the back at the practice range inspecting all of these guys' bows before they come out. We can add weight above and below the grip in Barebow to get it balanced just right. You can see Rene's bow is custom with weights.
You know, I hate to say it, but he kind of looks like Mr. Bean.
A little over 4 inch.
Yeah, I mean, all English guys do to me.
Watch him win.
Watch him win with a turkey on his head.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Have you ever seen the turkey one? Where he accidentally gets a turkey stuck on his head? Mr. Bean?
Yes.
It's
I have
hilarious.
seen that, yeah. Or where he's in church and he's trying to eat a piece of candy.
Yeah.
And he's got
the wrapper. The whole wrapper thing.
Oh, we've fallen off and degraded here. Sorry.
That's okay.
Your high quality show. We're talking about Mr. Bean.
It's fine. It's fine.
111 is a high score. I mean,
that
as
is
I said before,
strong.
27s is going to be a win away.
Experience.
Yeah.
Who doesn't watch it?
So 20.
Who doesn't watch it?
Just under 28s.
What do you shoot over there? What do you shoot out of a club, or where do you shoot?
I normally shoot field archery, part of like the English Field Archery Federation, like the International Field Archery Association. So I come from a field archery background.
Is indoor barebow big over there?
Yes, it is. Yeah. So I also do target.
Did anybody come over with you?
I have a few mates who came over. Yes.
That means friends.
Bring some more next year when they see you up here, right?
Definitely.
All right, let's give it up for these guys.
You know, I don't know if we've had much of an English contingent come over.
No.
That's great.
Kelly Miller
that's
is going
interesting.
to finish in 8th place here at the Classic. He's going to take home $400. Rene Becker is our winner. He's going to move on to the next match.
Not bad deal. Like, I mean, he shot really well. And just
Well,
came
it's
up
been
short.
such a long
Congratulations,
time
Kelly.
since the English have beat the Americans on anything, so
No, I know.
that's fine.
I know. Was there ever a time? I don't even remember.
With the big sigh,
I remember there was never a time. There was never a
like you
time.
were saying, wearing
Probably in
emotions
football.
on his sleeve.
Oh,
and
it's soccer,
after
yeah,
every
that's right.
shot, you could see the facial
But you know,
expression
MS,
and what an
Major League Soccer here,
experience
MLS is getting pretty good.
to get to this top 8. Incredible.
Give it up for Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly. Good job, man. First time out and keeping it on the target face is a win. And he did way better than
All
that.
right, and our number 6 seed from Oregon, Wisconsin, Brian Way.
So that was
Gotta make a way for the Way brother.
There we go. So one American down. Just here's the next one. The next American victim, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. He's a veteran of. Did Barebow just start? Barebow, no, didn't just start.
All right, so
We're already in the second
Way
part.
makes the move.
You missed the women.
Moves Rene
Yeah, you missed the
to
ladies.
a different spot. And I think that's just kind of the way.
It's like a rosin.
Unless for some reason, like in years past, we've seen like one
it's,
particular side
hands
shoots
are
better
sweaty,
than
mom's
another.
spaghetti.
I think that's the move. And this so far,
it's a good
the
idea.
matches that we've had, and we've been on the air seven
Get that
o'clock
sweat off your
East, and we
hands.
started on the air 6 hours ago and seen a bunch of matches.
sure.
We've seen a really evenly lit, evenly shot 2 targets here.
I'm with you.
At the 21st Lancaster Archery Classic.
Yeah, I love this idea.
All right, so this is.
I would love to see them all wear heart monitors so we can see the stress. That would be so cool. That would be so cool.
There we go. Brian Way, no stranger to the big stage. He made the big stage in 2023. His brother, Nick Way, who's running arrows for him here, made it last year to the final stage. So a lot of talent.
Yeah, that's right. Nick was here last year.
There. Renee here.
Brian made it
Renee
to
did not
Vegas,
have an
though.
easy route
Yeah,
to
Brian
victory.
Brian did better in
Faced
Vegas
off
than
against
Nick.
John Winker,
in third
who has
in
also
Vegas.
made it to the big stage before. Brian Way had to knock out Jeremiah Jones.
Yeah, John Winker also a USA Archery.
I love the way he shoots.
National champion.
I just do.
Indoor.
Just
Yep.
feels
From a few years
strong.
ago.
Feels like
Kelly
he's not
Miller,
moving
just
around a
lost
lot.
that
He gets
first
to his
ever
anchor,
match here. He
gets
knocked out
business
John
done.
Demmer and Joel Turner. So just some big monster names in the Barebow community. The bench is getting so deep, it's unbelievable. Wow. We had talked about what we thought the cutoff was going to be, and in years past, it's always been floating around that.
Oh, he's got
500
trigger
mark
there.
for qualification, and it
Look
just
at that
keeps
front
rising.
hand.
No,
he's
on
using
his,
as a choke.
on his grip there.
Nice grip.
Absolutely.
He's using his grips here.
And definitely don't be
Yeah,
discouraged.
good-
by that
good
for a
eyes. I
Barebow
didn't notice
shooter.
that.
It's just something to aspire to. And the one thing
100%.
about the Barebow community is that in the things that Matt here is talking about, in the education that you're getting, all this is available in the community.
Dude, that's almost in the same hole.
Look, what are some of the good sources to get this information?
That's a great opportunity here. So
His
the Switch
finger
Archery
there.
is my company.
Yep.
We have a podcast, a YouTube channel.
Yep,
We have an
he's got it
online
down
school
now.
with
Yeah,
tons
he'll
of
settle
great
in.
coaches, champions,
He'll settle
minds
in.
of archery, streaming right to your devices and helping take online courses.
Here's PJ.
Back to the Lancaster Archery Classic stage. How many times you been up here?
I'm curious if he's still using his Nika limbs.
First one.
Last year was my brother. The year before
Oh,
was me.
his
Gotcha.
brother.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Thanks,
many ways
PJ.
coming up here. Brian, run through your equipment for us.
Right. I'm shooting the backwoods composite.
There you go, Sam. There you go, Sam.
Point exceed riser, biter plungers.
I didn't realize he was shooting Sam's limbs.
Gas bow string.
Yeah.
Easton arrows, some Amazon fletchings.
Oh, there's a
and,
better
some
picture. You can
biter
see it.
knots.
What's the
That
brand of
very
your
unique
resin over
carbon
here?
pattern on it.
I don't know, it's chalk.
It's chalk. It's not resin.
What
yeah,
brand
it's
of
gotta
chalk?
The white stuff.
The white stuff. All right, there you
They're
go.
good guys, man.
After our first end, Rene Becker with a 2-point lead, 29-27. Let's hear it for these guys.
Regan was wearing an Apple Watch. You saw the heart monitor? Russ said. Is that true?
This crowd is getting fired up as we get
She
closer and
has a
closer
heart
to the
issue,
top.
and so
Yeah.
she always wears that Apple
Has to wear.
Watch.
Yeah. She has to.
Yeah, I don't know what the beats were going on, but
There is a line at the bars places.
as
She
long as
seems
it
really
doesn't
calm
go
too. Don't say that. I think she's very steady. She's very steady.
Hurry up, you got time.
Oh, hey there's Santo. Hey man, what are you up to?
5 more matches after this one. You can see
He's
his
still
anchoring
there,
on
and
the
I
knob.
want to hear about the
Very
longbow
good
guys.
repeatable
Oh,
shooter
nice
there.
shot.
Brian's just
That's the way
tightening
to
up
start
here,
it
which is
off.
great. He really needed that to open up this end. But the bump, Rene did not seem to be affected by the bump, man. Look at
11
target.
answers.
Dude, I love watching his stop process. It's so diligent.
And that was after what looked like some bojitsu
Yeah,
from
right?
Becker.
Absolutely. Oh, man.
Is that 11?
Too.
Star. Live
So
from
let's
the
watch
nook,
difference
brother.
in these guys' form a little bit here. So Rene is real slow at anchor, pauses, getting everything lined up. You can see him finding that string blur, rocking his head back and forth, winking his arrow. Great shot. And Brian Way's just a little bit more fluid, right? Comes right into anchor, no moving.
Oh, it's a
Just
10.
increasing tension as he goes. It's a great shot. Look at that group. Brian Way.
Who
stepping
keeps
up.
calling nines?
Yeah, when you're disappointed you shoot a 9, you know that you know how to find
Got
the
some
middle.
skills. It's a great shot of his Barebow weight there, Captain America. Oh man!
Whoa, yeah, that was a
Bojitsu.
not confident shot.
That one didn't pay off.
Should be pretty close. It's even now. Huh?
Yeah.
About the Barebow scene in Wisconsin.
There's a few of us. We're growing. Shoot with my brother daily, and you know, try to catch up with some other guys who can.
No, I have not shot the backwoods composite limbs yet.
Yeah, that's Stoughton Conservation
That's a future
Club.
venture.
Great place, and I'm glad they keep the heat on for me.
Keep the heat on for you, absolutely. All right, well, you did what you needed to do to tie that up. We're all tied here with 2 ends down. Oh no, official score change there. Rene BEKKER with a 1-point lead, 58-57.
Okay, there was a star there. Okay,
Come
so he shot
on,
an
nobody
8.
died. Let's crank it up.
No one died.
It's too quiet in here. All right.
Come on, Santo, get those crowd rolling, man.
We actually have a tie score. It's an incredible match. Great shooting, guys.
They just bumped him back too.
There's the crowd, 57-57 halfway through this
Did I see him?
shoot-up
No, I didn't see him.
finals match. As we have the 7th place seed shooting against the 6th place seed, waiting for our 5th place shooter.
All tied up, 57-57. Here we go.
The pan of the crowd
Out of
is
60, by the
actually
way.
very deceptive.
So, well,
It's not look as crowded as what it actually is. If you
66
actually-
out of
every seat
66.
is full in this entire auditorium, standing room back by the bar. The addition of the bar was a nice touch last year.
Yeah, it sure was.
Here we go, 2 more ends.
Yeah, I took a point away.
To the back of the room for more access.
Yeah, more access. There we go.
It's Americans cheating. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Sprinkler,
We'll go back. We'll watch the tape.
I'll bring in the gold. Execute. Boom.
Fake news.
Big news.
Good luck, good left, right.
I was saying earlier on, I left a message on Facebook on, I said, hey, yeah, it's all Canadians and 1 American because Way's from Wisconsin. So it's basically Canada.
Providence.
Just the next province. And then someone was like from Wisconsin said, what exactly do you mean by I don't think he took it very kindly. Like, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, you can't. They're illegal. You can only shoot
they're legal.
23s.
Okay.
Yeah, 23s are the most. And I don't know how many people would run them. That'd be hard to get those to tune.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Oh, that was a weird shot.
You know, they're talking right now about the size of the arrows.
Yeah.
I think there's a change in Vegas rules this year.
Absolutely.
Really? You can get a bigger arrow in?
I think so. So maybe one of your listeners can research that. But a comment was made in another thread, and I think I had looked it up, and it
10 years old and just shooting your
it doesn't have the 2364
Yeah, Rene is a perfect
limitation anymore in Vegas.
As far as you want.
He built all his own stuff.
Oh, he's all over the place now. He's spraying them a bit. Yeah, hey, if someone knows for Vegas, which is next week, there.
No, it's
go.
not.
That's great.
Or it's not next week. Sorry, when is it? When is Vegas?
It's in March this year.
Oh, March. Is there? Did they remove the size limitation on the arrows?
Here's Rob Koffels.
I think they're going off of NSAA rules at this point.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So
Your heart
I don't want to
beating?
spread misinformation or disinformation, but
Good.
maybe
That's
somebody
great.
can check it out.
You guys are shooting awesome. Congratulations
Yeah,
to both of you.
you know, this is. I was just gonna say that. I think he's changed it, Ryan. I don't. I noticed that too on this last end that he's
He
been
did
pulling
change
back.
it.
He's changed it to like that Lee Wilkins kind of look.
What do you think?
But he
is
wasn't
going on in
doing
the
that
coach's
for the
box
first
right
part.
now?
I think maybe he's getting
Yeah,
tired or something. I don't know.
Or he's
that's-
paying a tribute to all the great archers. in the
Yeah,
past.
that go all the way up.
Throws
Keep the
one
pedal
off
down.
that-
Keep doing what he's doing. His groups are tightening.
But
with
that's a
every
good
end,
call
which
out,
is
right?
great.
It's a good call out because
Rene's
he
coach
definitely
Ross,
looked like Lee
he's
on the
gonna
last
tell him,
end for
hey,
sure.
just shoot your shot, run your shot, do what got you here. You know, don't change anything up, and hopefully his groups get back to what we saw here in this first match and early on in this round.
Yeah, exactly.
2-point lead from Brian.
But we know Brian,
Looks like
so
he's leading on.
you know, I think
He's
we have a
gonna
little
take,
bias
which is
here.
a very interesting discussion point that we had here. On
Yep,
the
you can see his finger.
We did.
Yeah, he's
About
running
coming
it.
into the final stage.
And
Do you
that's
want to
I know
shoot
that's an
the
8, but
first
or
or
9.
the
That's
last end? Because
maybe.
you're
Well, it's a
not really
9. They
going
called
to
it a
use the
9,
12
so
or need
it
to
was
use
solid
the 12
shot.
Potentially, you don't know if you're going to need to use it. So if you go first, you're probably going to be aiming at the 10 ring every single time.
Yeah,
So
that's
coming into
where that
last
thin
end,
arrow is going to
nail
catch you,
biter,
man.
You might want to go second. So if you need the 12, you'll shoot at the 12, and if you don't need to shoot at the 12, then you won't have to. That's a good point. It's a really interesting
Yeah, he's going to pull it right here.
approach there, and that is a
He's looking
very
solid.
strong.
I just love his form. I just like the way it looks. His calmness, the way his demeanor is. Him and his brother both shoot amazing.
That's right. Absolutely. Sure seems that way. All right.
He's helping it now.
Keeps the game in. This is Barebow close. 4 points here.
Ooh, quick release.
He did not
Ooh.
like that.
No.
A 10 here, 11 is game over. If the Brit gets 11 here.
30-second shot clock. There's still 19 seconds left on the clock.
Going for the 12.
Oh, he
He's
is.
going to be out of reach then. This is the coach's job here. The coach's job should have let him know, hey,
Oh, you
can
need
get
a
that
12. That's right.
Congratulations, American Brian Way.
It was a great match.
Knocks it. It's
110 to
18-12 all over again.
108.
Is it 18? What was it? 17? I don't
But
forget.
yeah,
17-12? I
that's
don't
an
know. I'm not
opportunity
American.
missed
I
when
don't
you have
know
that
this.
12 ring
Or a
available.
Revolutionary
This
War.
is
Yeah,
experience.
whatever that war was.
You
Hey,
might
now.
go back and say, oh,
I don't, that's what I'm saying. I was like, you guys, USA,
I
USA. Like,
should
yeah,
have
that's
just
way.
picked it anyway, because especially with Barebow, just like send it in the middle, and if it drops in there, awesome. We saw it last year. We saw someone call it 12 and hit it 12.
Eric Johnson there at the finals.
Incredible. So that's going to be the finals for that match. So Great Britain will take a
108,
seat.
average 27.
Great showing from Rene. I bet his home country is very proud of his.
There's Jared Wallace in the background there. With I know they drove down together.
Qualifications with a borrowed bow.
Oh, did they?
Just putting on an
Yeah.
absolute.
And I know
feature for
Jared
the first two
is shooting
matches. We really
backward too,
appreciate him making the trip
composite.
over here.
So he's in his.
Outstanding.
Are you going to Reading?
So now
Did
for
you say you're
Brian
going to Reading? I thought you said you.
I
Who is
was
our number
I was
6
contemplating
qualifier
it.
after adding all the
I don't
points
think
that
so.
you accumulate over the entire course of the weekend. The 60 arrow elimination match, or the 60 arrow qualification match, and all of your elimination arrows.
So,
Now back to PJ.
Sorry, I got to change for this.
All right. Our number 5 seed, all the way from Saskatoon, Canada,
Hey.
Chris KENT-RODGMAN.
Okay, time to eat Americans' lunch here.
Eh?
I don't know who this guy is. I don't think I've ever. Oh, maybe he does look familiar. Let's get her done.
Okay, we got Canadian flags in the crowd flying. Things are getting real here.
We have been infiltrated from the Great
There's
White
nothing
North.
better
We
than
have
the Canadian-American,
Barebow experts here
frenemy.
in the finals. We're going to see them come.
Look at those
out
Canadian
tonight,
flags.
And they're going to put on a show. Just incredible.
Who says Canadians aren't flag wavers?
50 words.
I got nothing to say because I went and shot the Canadian National
11,
Championship last summer.
11,
Got some
11.
great
Come get
folks,
health care.
and one of them brought me
Come get health
some
care.
maple syrup, homemade maple syrup, and I am so excited because I had a bottle when I left, and I'm out. So
Nice.
to get a refresh,
You can
on
get maple syrup in the
was
U.S.
awesome.
Just
That's
FYI.
great. Yeah, Chris Kent is an awesome barebow archer here. He was part of the World Archery Field Team in Canada for the 2024
Looks like he's got
Field World
Sam's
Archery
limbs
Tournament.
again.
And he also is a very, very intelligent dude, just like Rene was. Makes all that stuff on his bow. Makes custom tiller bolt weights. Makes all kinds of cool stuff.
All right, so the lone.
That's the way it started. There you
left
go.
in this tournament.
That's the
Brian
way.
Way and going for the 12 straight away.
That's right.
The Canadian has already hit the button. He's going for it.
He that's a.
But
I don't think he's going for it.
No.
He hit it in case he drops.
Yeah, you should always do it on your first arrow in case you're low because of the lighting.
He's not going for the 12, but just in case, right there.
11.
Oh,
Oh
there you
no!
go.
Oh, that was the wrong arrow. No, that's a
Flashed Brian Way's target
9
there. I thought that
or
was a
8.
really good arrow.
Yeah,
I was like,
his is the
wait,
one that
this
has
is
a
like
red and white
Brian
flag, and
Way
he's
to
in
do
the
it.
red.
Way to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Go
It's in the
Brian
red.
Way's
Well,
nice
that's what we're
solid
used
there,
to.
knock on the nose.
But
That's a great-
I'm not
great
there,
group
neither
there.
are you. So
23.
Can't say anything. Dude, let's let that.
What Chris Kent here.
I'm there in spirit.
Also shooting VTAC 23s there. 23 diameter arrows are very popular this year. Oh, that's
like
a
his-
great
wow.
shot.
I like his shot. I like his
He
explosion,
came out,
his
shot
form.
a good strong
Yeah,
scout
he's
arrow.
he's
Left
super
stage,
solid,
we're
and
hitting
he
slightly left.
finished the top qualifier,
He makes an
right?
adjustment. He's right down the middle.
Did he?
Yeah.
Hopefully he can
Yep,
just
yep,
repeat
yep.
that.
He had the
And
highest
Brian Way
score.
just putting a great group down.
No, that was Zach.
Oh, it was
Both
Zach.
of
That's
these
right.
guys are shooting Backwoods Composite Limbs, which is a new company in the barebow and traditional community.
Shout out to
Just
Sam there.
There's a
huh?
shout out to Sam. There you go.
Incredibly advanced limb technology. With some
Melnick
carbon
was shooting them as
just
well. There's going to be quite a few of those guys shooting.
Aerospace engineer.
Yeah. So Zach and then.
All right, let's get to PJ.
Oh yeah, no, he was down. He was down.
Welcome to
That was day
Lancaster
one. He
Classic
was.
stage.
he
Have
shot
you been to the
551.
tournament before?
First time.
First time. What made you come down?
Raymond won it last year, and I couldn't just let him have it.
You just thought Raymond did it? Hey, any Canadian come down here and do it.
If he can do it, we can all come do it.
Chris, run through your equipment for me here.
I found this in the parking lot. And
Canadians.
He's got a similar sense of humor to Raymond.
That's a smart move there. What do you got for victory arrows?
Yeah, the VTAC 23s, but the real balance factor is the push quiver, the Alpha Pack.
Wow, someone paid him to say that.
Little shout out there.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, it's
Such a
working for you.
fangirl,
That
huh?
parking lot.
No, I can't
bow's
believe
working
that.
for
That
you.
is definitely.
After our first end, we've got Brian. Oh, judges are checking. Hold on.
Check out Sam's longbow.
Parking lot bow.
I know.
Sounds like a good brand, doesn't it?
Yeah, the parking lot bow.
Yeah.
I'm sure G-Lo loved that.
Yeah, found it in the parking lot. There's snow in the parking lot, so I'm not really sure.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, snow and ice.
It's great.
It's been cold. I mean, I haven't been outside since Wednesday, so it's just a rumor
Yeah, right.
for me.
Great.
These guys are just kind of waiting.
I'm surprised
here
this
for the
is
judges
a long
to
time
clear the
between
range,
ends.
Get ready to go. Both of them are
Yeah, they
fantastic.
had a question
when I
about
say
one of the
sporting,
arrows.
They're wonderful
That's what it
Alpha
sounded
Pack
like, yeah.
The old Saskatoon.
Running back to Saskatoon, if anyone remembers that song.
This is the 2025 Lancaster Archery Classic here at the SPOOKYNIK Sports Complex. I'm Greg, that's Matt, and we're at the Shoot-Up Finals.
This is pretty amazing.
And
We
we're
got
shooting.
Where is
continue to
Saskatoon in
shoot up
relationship
from
to the
8.
U.S.
All right,
from
looks like
left to
Brian's
right?
stepping up.
It's in the middle. It's like Midwest. It's in the middle, and it's straight above Wisconsin or whatever that is. North Dakota. North Dakota. Yeah.
Can't tell, but I think you're right.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's tiny. I don't think anyone really realizes how tiny it is. I'd venture to say it's less than 200,000 people in the main city.
Their population flex because he's down here.
Yeah, it's less. It's way less. I mean, yeah. There's it is pretty isolated place.
Looks like we have a
I
little-
say that,
okay,
and I live
so
in Idaho.
We have
That's that big,
monitors.
so.
that are
Yeah,
down
no,
range.
well, Idaho and
monitors down
and
range
Boise
right
would
now.
have
There's
more
been a
people
little
than the
bit of a
entire
hiccup. So for
province
the
of.
archers
It would.
themselves, it looks like
Boise
they're
has
being
more
reset.
people, I
That's
bet
all
you,
the
than
information that they're gonna
the
get. There's
entire
score there. There is the
province
shot
of
clock on
Saskatchewan.
there. And so at this
Oh,
point,
well,
there's
my
just
mother-
wait, what's happening?
another hiccup after end number
What
one.
Little technical difficulty.
Yeah. So I
Oh, sorry.
think our entire team here at the Lancaster Archery Classic, including the folks at INCO, are working
Sorry.
on the reboot. You want to follow all these scores? INCO.net has all of your information. All right, let's talk a little bit more, since we have this opportunity,
let's do it.
about
There's
what you
technical
have going
difficulty.
on with Push.
Okay, Val, perfect. So the Push Archery, we were established in 2016, and we started off with our YouTube channel, and that moved from instructional-based content of how you can help you hit a little bit more accurately, a little bit more precisely with traditional bows. And so we built out our YouTube channel. We then started a podcast, and then we built an online school.
You know,
where we go
I
out to
share
subject matter experts and coaches,
original
film an
video
online course with their
just about
expertise,
everybody
and
that
then we
comes into
align it and
Shields
sell it,
to
and they
talk
can stream it
recurs.
straight to their PCs.
Yeah,
their
I mean,
I
it's so
tell them
good.
that is
their
a
phones while they can
terrific
work on their
resource. You guys
coursework
need to
while they're
go on,
range.
have
Cool.
them
Also
look it up on their
develop,
phone
cool
and
Yeah.
save
flavors
it
and other
so they can
products
look at
for
it.
bow hunters and archers. Yeah, yeah.
Me too.
2 hours, 2 hours and
Push
17 minutes or whatever it is.
It's well worth the watch.
Go
Yeah.
check it out.
Go check it out.
And it's
We were
done
talking
really
about
well.
arrows, talking about
Oh my God,
feathers.
they've
so,
award winning.
it's
You know,
like a lot
they
of
have a
US
great
based
podcast and they have a
arrow
great
archers are
bunch of
very
people,
heavy
and there's a lot of hunter focused, but there's a little bit of both.
And then when
Ooh,
you see
he's
some spin wings or some veins on
10
the
or
arrows,
11, I
a
can't
lot of
see.
times the Europeans are using
Says
those
9.
types of arrows because these guys in Europe are shooting a lot.
4
more field
veins
archery,
there.
which or outdoor, which is requiring like a more technologically advanced feather or vein on the back end of the arrow for those longer distance shots. And so they just carry that over into their indoor, and it's not
Great shot, great video.
And the other thing to note too is that
Like that release was perfect. I don't know why he pulled it out to the right there, but it looked nice. It was a nice.
quite a bit, that feathers aren't as durable.
No, they are not. That's why we're not dealing with, rain or windy conditions. So those are not good for feathers, especially for outdoor, maybe war.
This end is not as clean for either one of them.
Yeah.
No, the Canadian needs to get a 10 here to kind of bring it a little bit back. That's not enough.
Here we go. All right, 25-25 here. Still a 2-point game coming into the third end.
If he had an opportunity there to.
They're not happy with that score.
No.
You know that.
Yeah.
Well, the most important part is the backwoods composites, CAC 2.5 limbs. I've got Win ATF DX, custom weights, custom grip.
Yeah, look at his weights where he has those.
Fighter plunger.
Didn't used to be able to do that. Didn't used to be able to do that.
Yeah, not a couple years
weights
ago.
there. That was
Looks like bookends.
All right, good looking.
Dude, I'm just saying that, you know, that he just made it. He just turned it into a CD riser.
Unofficially,
he can put it on the ground and put his bicycle in it.
It's
right. Obviously, we're
true.
inside. It's 20 yards distant. We're shooting out in the wind. Can those weights that are on the front of that riser catch some wind and affect your shot?
No.
Or is it such a compact package you don't find it that much?
That's true. You know, Brian, I don't disagree with that actually, but I like the shot, and you gotta execute under pressure regardless, and you have to have that
so we're not as affected by
focus. I know, but that's true, man. That did move across his field of view while he's taking that shot.
It's quite heavy. Those custom weights up there are pretty heavy. They're like a pound each. It feels like so maybe a pound. And
They
a half
adjusted
or
it
so.
to 1 point difference.
Typically, barebow archers keep their bows in somewhere between that.
Okay, so
5 to 8
1
pound
point
range from a mass
keeping
weight
the
standpoint, which is pretty
really
heavy
2
bow.
points keeping the American
You'll
in
see
right
somebody
now.
come out later on in the stage with an extremely heavy bow. It's pushing 10 pounds, but we'll talk about that when he comes out. And Chris
10
CAN
pounds on a barebow.
just smoking a nice solid 10 there to open up this third end.
Solid.
All right, he responds with another goal
That
here.
might be on the
Hanging just
line.
slightly
I don't know
low.
if that's a 9.
Chris making
Didn't look like a 9 to me. It looks like, or
They're a little closer than we are.
yeah.
open stance.
I got the thing right here. These guys are not close at all. I got the camera angle.
Yeah, beautiful. He has a great shot. He's breaking all of his shots under tension, as is Brian. You'll see.
He's got a
shot
your
reaction.
Canadian friend has great form.
Yeah. But he said he was a field archer too, didn't he? Was he this one who said he was a field archer?
No, that was it. That was the Brit.
That was a Brit,
Solid
yeah.
here on the middle. Take a deep
This
breath
is a guy that finds bows in the parking lot.
Yeah, which is nice.
Coach looking for any kind of form tweaks, form issues.
All right. So did you see at the beginning or of that shot where the angle was? Where
Yeah.
12 is called.
Here.
It's
Come here.
low. I
There
wonder
we go.
if He's going to go for
His,
it here.
This crowd
there we are.
will go
At
crazy.
the shot, his bow went this direction.
Yeah.
His back went this direction. So he was pushing and pulling, and that's how I shoot.
Ooh, I think he
Looks
aimed
like
at it.
he sure did aim at that. He went for it. He went all or nothing there.
Wow.
Now,
Are you
that's
kidding
really
me?
Interesting for him to make that decision to go for the 12 now. I
That
knew
was
he
weird.
You know, I knew he was down by a few points coming into this, but it was only 3. That's barebow close, right?
Yeah. But if this score holds, it looks like it's
Sorry, I
81
dropped
to
you.
79.
But if you had he had confidence. He hit that 12 and he said, "Go for it."
50%.
Yeah.
50%. All right, that's pretty good. So while the judges are tallying up the scores, I want to give a shout out to the Lancaster Archery staff. We showed up here Monday
New
to
17
start our
CD
classic
riser
prep,
is in the
and there were
works for us Mongo
10,000
guys.
kids
Really?
playing
I didn't know
volleyball
that.
all through this hall there.
No way, that's cool,
set us
Santo.
back
So,
a little bit.
Santos,
Two days,
remind me who that person is. I should know. Who owns
our
CD
staff
now?
did it.
Who owns CD?
116 of us. Give it up for those folks.
But anyway, go to cdarchery.com. I do like their bows. I like it. I like that they're made in here in the
This
United
place
States.
looks
Nothing's
amazing.
brought in.
It really does. I mean,
They're
when you
strong
look
bows.
at
They're good bows.
even the graphics and the,
There's
and the look
nothing
and
wrong with
feel
it. I
of the
own
2025
two
tournament, all the merch
of
that
them. I
is
used
for
to own the
sale
12s.
here,
Great.
the charity.
Hey, Josh, what's going on, man?
There's tons of
There's
vendors
a
here.
champ too
So, like,
right
you
there,
can go
Josh
talk
Miller.
to the people that are here from Elite. You can talk to the people
I
here from
I
Home,
owned a
from Easton,
couple CDs
from,
for
you know,
a little
if you're
while.
compound shooter from the different
I shot them
releases
well. I
and
just
sites
they
and all
didn't
that
like
stuff.
me. They were
And then
too
you can
stiff,
turn right around and go
and
to
they
Lancaster Trailer
hurt my
and
bones.
buy it,
Yeah.
or you can get on a bus.
Have
But
you ever?
they held really
shuttle
great.
store.
Did you do 29?
So
I had a
that was
29
really
and a
interesting
27.
12 call from Brian.
No,
I
I'm
like
sorry.
Last end
I
here.
had
It's only
I
a
was
2-point
shooting
match
Winters 29,
coming
but I owned a
into the
27
third
and a
end.
25.
And if he would have aimed at the
I-
middle, not shot,
Yeah.
and got that
That was
set,
that was a big
I understand what you're saying.
that didn't help. That helped. That helped a little.
However, if he
That helped a
hits
little.
The 12, and he hasn't had the chance to practice it at home, or maybe
Man, I don't know why he went for that 12, man. He would be up.
So now he's only 1 point back, and I'm just saying.
I know. You love that.
You talk about scout arrows and this, you know.
Oh,
I'm just saying. But then again,
All right,
with
Brian,
stuff
put it
like
together
that.
here. 2 good arrows.
Ouch.
Gotta get a 10 here to catch up. That's definitely a 10. That was quick, man. But that was a great shot.
Okay.
Maybe when he shoots a little bit faster, he seems to
Down
shoot
to the
better.
last arrow.
Last arrow. Here we go. 98, 98.
We just wanted to make it close, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see what Chris
Let's
does
go,
here.
Stress.
Put a solid arrow in. Send that 23 diameter arrow down the guts. That sounded great.
10. That bounced it off something, too.
Glance out.
He's got to hit an 11 or 10 at least. Extra arrows.
Calls a 12.
We'll talk about glance outs later because there's some 3-spot targets coming out. Later on in this match.
Because of that.
Last arrow.
Come on, Brian. Come on, make it a match.
Going for it. No. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Americans are out. Good shooting, O'Brien.
Good shooting, Brian. That's the way it come back. That 12, going for the 12, I don't think that was a...
The difference. The lone American looks like he's going to be taking a seat. And so far, we've dropped him in the order of their qualification.
That's right.
Miller's gone out, Becker's gone out, and now it looks like Way's out, and that was our 8-7-6. And so now the hope could reside on can number 5 climb
he's
the ladder, or
probably
is he going to fall victim to number 4?
His decision
That's
to
right.
push that
Chris
button.
Ken, he did not have an easy road to the
Yeah, that was
finals.
not
He
good.
knocked
That's
out
what I'm saying. I don't know. That wasn't great.
I wasn't there to make that choice. He was.
No, you're right.
Epic eliminations match.
Yeah, he's reconsidering that. I mean, it was that close, and he dropped. That was an
It's official.
8 or
Brian
7.
Way's going to be 6th place. $600.
Not bad. I mean,
You have to ask him.
The crowd
we'll get it.
loves
We'll get it.
the
We'll talk to him.
competition,
Probably
the effort, and the shooting
on their way
especially.
home, on their drive home.
Second arrow,
I
11,
bet you
which got him
they
right
call me.
back into the mix.
Our
Here's
number
PJ.
4 seed from Uppsala, Sweden, Fredrik Lundmark.
So Friedrich is solid, man. Dude's solid in international. And look, he looks to be about our age here. I feel a little bit better now. Get these young guys off the
Fredrik Lundmark
stage.
is an
Start pushing them
absolute
off.
legend in the barebow community.
Watch
from
when
Sweden.
he uses this
You know, we have
riser.
Lena Bjorklund, we have Eric Janssen, we have Leo Pedersen,
Excellent.
who we're
Oh,
familiar
he's a
with.
pretty
Let me
tall
introduce
dude.
you to the
Yeah,
fourth horse.
that's- he used to shoot a 31.
This is
I don't know if he is
Fredrik
right now.
Lundmark.
He
He
used to
is
shoot a
an
31
absolute
right.
beast. First time at the Classic, comes over, and
Yeah,
here he
first
is.
time.
I mean, everybody held their breath, waiting for Fredrik to sign up and start traveling with these Swedish contingent coming over here. And we knew that we were going to see him on the final stage if he showed up, and here he is.
2 years
They
ago,
finally talked him into it. And of course, there is a legend in his coaching box as well.
I'll be quiet for a second.
So,
Lena Bjorklund from Sweden.
Yeah.
3 out of the last 4 classics on the stage she took. She's won 4 LAS classics.
Pulls 50 pounds,
in
yeah.
women's barebow division.
And
She's just
he's
absolutely
shot
epic. So, you know, I
nearly
feel pretty
perfect
comfortable
score.
with her in my
He's
coaching
almost
box.
shot a 600.
Of barebow.
I think there was a time where he shot a 596, a
This is the
598,
tournament
something
right
like
here.
that.
You can see Fredrik. Well, man, we're going to talk a lot about what he's got going on here. So he's shooting off the riser, which means no grip. So he's pushing against that. He likes a really low grip, and you can see he's got some shoe grew, some JB Weld action going on up there to make it a little bit softer on his hands from the sharp metal edges of the grip because he doesn't like using a grip. And he kind of just mashed it up
he's
there
not
with
afraid of
putty
him.
and started sanding it down till it's right.
But yeah, this
He's
Fredrik guy
just
is
a monster of a man. He's 6'4".
look at the draw.
And his draw length is huge. Super long
And he
draw.
starts low.
He starts
and he
low.
brings it up.
You can see he's using dragon flight veins.
Yeah.
Very short arrows, so you can see the arrow comes
That was a-
way back past the front
Very
of the
short
riser. You can
arrows.
see
The
Chris
very
Kent
short
here
arrows
is
are
about
full length.
3/4
They're full length. They're full length. Matt, those are 32-inch arrows.
Longer arrows.
That he's just
Reduces
pulling
your
32
cross. You don't
inches
pull it on
length.
the string as much. Fredrik here, he's
I
using
can't believe he's
higher
using those tiny. That has to be really well tuned.
tilting. See how he's tilting his eye down to get right behind the arrow? And he's using a really short arrow. So now he doesn't have to rely on a longer arrow. He's looking for speed
just
to
pulling
take
it.
up some of those variances. Yeah.
They made the 31
So
for him,
many
Santos
ways to
said.
get it
Yeah.
done. That's right. Chris is just shooting.
Chris is
strong
just,
shots
he's
out
just,
there.
hey, look at, man. He's just,
A 2, potentially 1 point lead. Let's
Yep.
go to PJ.
Fredrik, welcome to the Lancaster Archery Classic stage. Have you been here before?
Nope, my first time.
First time to the tournament, first time on stage, both?
Yeah, both.
All right.
PJ's arms aren't
First
long
thing I
enough.
want you to do is tell us about this 122-inch bow you're shooting here.
22 inch.
Yeah, it's a yellow GT 31-inch,
Yeah.
the new limbs, the C77.
31-inch riser.
Yep, yes.
You've got to be like 7 feet tall to shoot that.
Jeepers creepers.
Tell me about your arrows, too.
Some old Vic I found in the yeah.
It is
And, Beyond Dragonflies on them. Shooting a Yoast tab.
Yoast, see that?
Plunger.
Got some cool looking weights there, too.
Yeah, the hammer weights.
Gilo, hammer weights.
Gilo, there's a guy who
All
says
right,
it right.
welcome to the Lancaster Archery Classic stage, Fredrik. After one in, Chris KENT-RODGMAN with a 1-point lead, 26-25.
50-pound draw, yeah.
All right. So let's
Well, he's
talk
got it.
about
He's built up
Fredrik's
that
bow here. So
top
he's
of
shooting
this,
31
on top of
inch
here,
riser.
on top of
We
the
started
handle,
seeing
though.
this
It's
trend
built
here
up. You
with
see, there's a
couple
little.
other
Yeah, they
manufacturers.
were commenting
Gilo
about that
being
for
one
comfort. He
that
shoots with
seemed to
no
be one of our
grip, but
special
he
sponsors here
builds
in the
that up
Barebow,
with epoxy or
competition
something,
here. They also
JB
started
Weld,
creeping their length
for
of the
comfort.
risers longer. And typically in Olympic archery, 25 and 27-inch risers are normal. Then we started seeing a
50
29-inch
pounds,
riser
but they're
come
probably
out on the
20
market,
pound
then a
limbs.
31-inch riser through
Yeah.
Gilo here. That
Hey,
Fredrik is
okay,
shooting.
he's standing on
So
business
he's
now.
shooting
He's
an
just hitting
extremely
9s
long
and
bow here. He's a
10s. He'll
big dude,
get
he can
probably
handle it.
come back into the
See,
10
look
there
at that,
sometime.
How far back that arrow tip is past his
There's a
riser.
lot of movement, man. I mean, my coachy, people who've coached me would say, don't ever do what he's
having
doing.
to have an extender on
That's
the
right.
clicker.
That's right. And so, what Fredrik has going on with those weights, he mentioned those.
See him
those
engage
hammer
his
weights.
front
so
there,
Gilo,
pushing.
knowing the rules of Barebow and designing equipment specifically
Yeah, he's
for
just
us
gonna
Barebow archers,
stand on business
it
here.
is
Yeah,
a
great form.
12.2
Yeah.
centimeter
I like how he
lower
gets
4-inch
in and you
metal
can
ring
see him
cut out of
push.
8-inch thick aluminum plate stock, and you have to fish
That was
thing
quick.
up through the bow. So that hammer
Again,
weight,
this guy,
you can kind of
Fredrik,
offset
is.
them, one going
I
forward,
believe he was one of the guys that shot
backwards.
nearly a
Kind of
perfect
play this
score in
game of
Barebow.
operation as you're
A couple of years ago.
From the front of the riser to the back of the riser and
back and
no, no.
forth. Yep, as long as it makes it the whole way through. So we're just doing everything we can to get these bows balancing exactly how we want them. It's very
That's
technical
so
sport.
strong.
Here's Fredrik here shooting his third arrow, second end.
Feel like it's time to get it in the gold.
Yeah, don't count him
Coming
out.
up on that target, and then moving into execution.
I'm counting him out right now. I've never seen him shoot. I've never seen him shoot like that. He's really coming down and then coming back up. I remember seeing him shoot the European Championships or something. I'll have to go
They're
back
not
to that
getting the
video.
show you folks are getting right here. We appreciate you. Chris, you're finding your groove.
Yeah, these lights are hot.
Lights are hot.
I'm not from a warm place, so this is really hot.
You are not.
Pennsylvania is not a warm place.
There. So tell us about the Barebow scene in Saskatoon.
It's pretty small in Saskatoon. Jay and I live in the same kind of almost like state province, so we shoot together lots. But
it's just you two guys.
Basically, there's a couple other ones, but yeah, Canada's scene's pretty small. Most of us are up here tonight. So.
Well, we had over 100 people come down from Canada.
Wow.
This weekend. We sure appreciate all you folks coming down here. Doing well at the Classic. You're holding a 3-point lead going into the third end, 54-51.
Josh, I don't know about the nerves though.
sounds
this
like
guy
this
is
tournament
a
just kinda
veteran,
drained
but
it.
maybe I mean, maybe
All the
you still
shooters.
get the nerves.
Absolutely.
Okay,
So if you're
all
home
right.
in Canada watching this, you were left behind.
Yep, absolutely.
So you better think about coming down for the 22nd
for sure
annual LAC.
Yeah, he mentioned Jay, his coach there, who is a fantastic Barebow archer, made it to the eliminations as well, got knocked out on the road to the big stage. And so the Canadians sticking together, showing their support, hanging in the coaching box. They get to shoot together. And man, Chris is just putting together a really nice target. Look at that thing.
Yeah, he's pouring it on right now.
Just incredible. Really impressed with how the Canadians are showing, because we have 2 more Canadians coming out after Chris. 9. There we go.
Ooh,
We
that's
got
a 10 maybe.
Starting to bring it
Mm.
a little bit elevation down. You can see Fredrik's target. He's been hanging high. Looks like he's figuring it out. Chris just needs to
See that engagement on that front half. That's people need to watch this over and over and over and watch his form.
That was almost close to the button there.
I'm very impressed.
Fredrik up on
That's
that
saying
stage.
a lot.
He's already a tall guy. He doesn't need to be standing on that platform. He looks like a giant out there.
This one's over. But I would say definitely that, yeah, your form is great too. And you're coaching your form, you're coaching your daughter, and she's got great form too. So it's really nice to see. He is shaking holy.
The nerves. High value arrows.
But just crushing it.
executes the mental fortitude to do what he's doing right now.
No,
It's
Ryan
just
says he's
incredible.
battling
I'm
the
so
flu,
impressed.
so
I
he
don't
might
know.
start fatiguing.
Yeah, maybe that is. Ryan, where'd you hear that? Did he post that on Facebook or something, or he's still?
Gap as close as possible. All right, it's a pretty good arrow. All right.
I'm just curious, you know, when we look at Olympic recurve archers, on a day of training, they can train anywhere from somewhere between 300 and 500 arrows a day. When we talk about barebow,
Look at Burnaby switching sides here.
Kind of shooting the same volume of arrows because
This is, I got to go back to a few comments where it's like, go USA, USA, USA for you.
Large enough to sustain a full
Where was it?
Well, they're the
barebow.
51st
So
state.
we're trying to work in our practice.
We're
where we
not
can
states, we're
before
provinces,
work,
and again,
after
there's
work
only
between
10,
kids,
and you guys would be the
sporting events
11th.
and
I
whatnot.
keep
So,
telling you
to
that.
shoot
I just don't.
300
I'm not
arrows,
sure
you
if
gotta
it's.
be at it
You
for
don't. Guys
3
don't
hours,
math
4
very
hours
well.
of shoot time. We
It's
don't
like,
have that much
I
time.
can't
We
do
have
Celsius.
maybe 1 or 2
That's
nights
too
that we
Barebow
keep
math.
up for 2 to 3 hours, and those are probably high volume arrow days, 200 to 250 arrows. But on a normal day-to-day basis, if we're shooting 5 days a week, we're getting about 100 to 150 arrows in under a bell. Shoot 2
3. It's only 5. It's only 5 points.
Yeah, it's
but you know,
barebow
these, we're
close.
pulling about roughly about
Guy's a
38
champion.
to 42 pounds is the most average for
Yeah.
indoor for barebow. So, you know, once you get it back into shooting shape after hunting season, you can shoot quite a few arrows.
Yeah, I mean, think about it this
Oh,
way.
I
If
see
you're
that.
not an archer, just kind of have a dumbbell that's on the ground and just bend over at the waist and just pull it straight up to your chest from the ground. 40 pounds, just doing that 100
You have to do
that's a lot
archery
of reps.
abroad if you
Yeah,
live in
that's a lot.
Saskatchewan because there's nothing there, and it's so far to go anywhere else from Saskatchewan. They're like they're.
Is he in Saskatchewan?
I understand that, but
Yeah,
basic idea
yeah.
is the same.
Saskatoon. He's from Saskatoon, I think.
Right now,
Is that in Saskatchewan?
What are they talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they can't use any other letters in the alphabet. They only have everything's
Using
S.
his bow to draw, or using his body and his core strength to get that alignment.
Just
hold that
stroking
bow
it
back.
so well. I mean,
Very
just
explosive
honestly.
shot, which is really, really nice. A lot of the Canadians have a more explosive shot rather than a typical barebow shot. Fredrik
Good,
also
there
has a
you
pretty
go,
powerful
Fredrik.
shot. He's currently pulling 45 pounds on that bow, which is pretty high for indoor and barebow. But he is known in the 3D circuit. He is a monster in World Archery 3D. He shoots 55-pound bows in 3D when the rest of the class is shooting 40, 42 pounds in 3D. So he just, those poor limbs.
It's a 10-9. I don't know why they have it marked as a 9-9.
It's going to add to the speed of the arrows, not just the pounding.
Yeah, and for 3D, he's using ultra light arrows, like very, very light. There we go. This is a great closing end for both of these archers here. 4-point lead coming into the last arrow. Chris just needs to stick with his process. He's got the shakes here. Push through it here, push through it. That's a great arrow, dude.
I can't. He's shaking so much. I need to get him calmed down.
It's called.
Called the arrow.
Not gonna
Called
Yeah.
the spot.
Called 12.
If the score stands.
Gonna pull an Eric.
It doesn't matter though. You can't even.
Let's just let him walk out of the stage with a solid inside-out 12.
Yeah, but to remember the 12 if he does it.
Yeah, they do.
All right, he shot for the gold there.
Certainly did.
Great showing from Fredrik in his first classic, all the way from Sweden. Great work, Fredrik.
Yeah, he's
All right,
still.
for Fredrik, he'll be the first one.
Anyone
to
that can
come
get
out
up there
of
and
his
shoot like
seating
that and get
position.
anything close, I mean, I
Chris
just
will be
have
the
total
first one
respect
to
for it. I
advance
don't want
out
to.
of his
I
seating
don't want to get too
position,
far afield here.
And now is going to go shoot against third place. Let's go to PJ.
He's going to take home $700 from us. Give it up for Fredrik Lundmark.
Wow, I can't. Chris must just be like.
Chris KENT-RODGMAN survives another round.
Get that guy a chair. Sit down. I think Fawn, when she had the flu the one year, she sat down on the edge of the.
Yeah.
The number 3 seed from Vancouver, British Columbia.
Reggie.
Raymond, not Reggie, Huang.
Fredrik, I look at you. I've been here. I've done that. I like Jack is like. Fredrik had the nicest hair. I would agree 100%. He's a handsome older gentleman.
The crowd's going for Reggie. The Canadian flag is flying in the crowd, as you can see. What's the Reggie story?
So last year when Raymond HUANG came onto the stage, there was an error on the monitor, on the teleprompter for PJ, and he calls him Reginald. And he went through the first end calling him Reginald, and then he found out in the second end that his name is actually Raymond. And his, I don't know if we can get a shot of his hat, but it says Raymond scratched off Reggie.
Yeah, he's leaning into it. I'll tell you that right now. He is leaning into that.
Isn't that awesome?
That is fantastic.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He is such a fun guy to hang out with, too.
His form is it's
Raymond
not traditional. I wouldn't say
known
it's traditional.
around the community as being an indoor specialist. He is just an absolute monster in the sport.
Frederick's taking all the cougars back to Sweden. He's a handsome fella. Maybe he is. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the selection in PA is like, but okay.
He's going to anchor with the string on the front of his nose.
Oh, here's a hot take from Ryan. I bet a Canadian advances.
That shot broke a little bit faster than what his normal shot cadence is. And you'll notice that
there's going to be 3 of them up there.
Target. And he was one of the first ones to do this last finals.
Yeah.
And it opened up a giant conversation in the barebow community because we know barebow, we can get loose with these. You know, one little clutchy shot, and that arrow is
Look at how much he's crawling. Was that normal, Chip?
There is no 5
Yeah, that's how much
right
he was
here. This is a
crawling
perfect example. He did this last year against Eric Janssen in his first end. He threw one wide into the 6
Single spot, Raymond.
Yeah, he doesn't need a single. He doesn't need 3 spot there.
Spot target, you'll still get credit for that 5 if you hit where the 5
4 or 3 or
whatever.
2 or 1. Exactly. Yeah.
So we got 2 liner or 2 9s in there for Chris, which is great. The bump
Slow
to the
down,
backstage
Raymond.
did not phase him.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so
You notice he's shooting
Hanging
faster.
right.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's
See
like,
that? Yes.
No, I mean,
because you told him to do it
just
on our
in
show.
the process, just in the process, he's not waiting and taking his time. He's immediately drawing.
Yeah, he's probably like we talked about on our podcast. He might be trying to get Chris off his
Arrow
game.
contact on that one as well. All right, let's go to PJ.
Welcome back. Hold your hat steady so this camera can get a shot of that hat he's got right there. Zoom in there. Look at that. How you doing? Welcome back.
Thanks. It's pretty awesome being here again.
You're up there on the big banner out front.
Yeah,
on the
you see those are so
smaller
cool.
banner. How's that feel to come in and see yourself plastered all over the place?
I mean, last time I didn't even notice the screen above the target, so I don't know. It's still pretty cool, though.
Absolutely. Run through your equipment for us, Raymond.
Running the Hoyt XD? Yeah. The Hoyt formularizer with the Axia foam limbs. Double stacking the Hoyt Barebow weights. A couple biter V-boxes with tungsten weights at the end of it. WUJAC Revo plunger.
Yeah, that WUJAC is cool.
Micro Elite. RX7s. 23 diameter. And I'm running a sniper tab.
What nocks you shooting?
What's a
Spider Knox.
Spider Knox. That's what we wanted to hear. Raymond, does that thing weigh like 470 pounds?
He hasn't asked
You got
anybody
there
else who's
with all those
Knox.
weights?
No, he keeps at. No, he was asking. I think they must be a sponsor.
Did you think that Raymond was going to get nervous talking to a microphone?
I'm telling you what.
If I have the
that
opportunity, I
surprised me.
should
You know, he
buy
kind of
it.
stumbled over his equipment, but let me tell you, I just want to make
comes
sure
with the
your
arrows, I
perception
do.
coming away from that first initial interview. This dude is
They're
highly
given to you,
technical
right?
on his equipment. He is an equipment junkie and nerd, and he is the one that I referenced earlier about a 10-pound bow. His bow is 10 pounds, just under it. And
that's crazy.
You can see all the weights he has. When we get another shot of him drawing his bow, he has weights hanging off of every surface of his bow.
To put that in perspective for some compound shooters.
I
generally,
just
target
I don't
bow
know
is gonna be
the way
4.5,
that Chris is
maybe
shooting.
5
I don't
pounds.
know that Raymond can
It's
pull it back.
Twice the weight.
Well,
These
it's
aren't.
early.
So the amount
Raymond's
of weight you
definitely
said,
capable of shooting 30,
absolutely.
31, 32 if he needs to, 33.
That's right. Yeah, I agree. I understand that,
But Chris is on fire. He's really shooting well.
He's looking really solid. Yeah.
Maybe he's got
So
performance-enhancing NyQuil or something.
yeah, maybe that's what he's doing. Yeah, he can get that. It's
Oh, there it
by the
is.
way, it's cheaper in Canada to get that.
Made the adjustments. And now he's
yeah.
going to start pounding here. That's what he needs to do. At
Yeah.
least.
Yep. But you got to catch up, right? Like he's just even in the score. He's not getting an extra.
Pushing through.
Yeah, you can see him pushing. I love that.
Tension in that shot.
Oh shit! There it showed up. It showed up. I gotta shut my mouth.
Exactly what we were talking about. If he was shooting a single spot, he would have missed the
That would
target.
have been a 0.
All right,
sorry, if he was shooting a three spot, he would have.
There's a swing.
If he shooting a 3 spot, he would have missed the target.
Exactly right.
Barebow.
So Chris just kind of lost that little bit of a lead he had. Raymond taking a 1-point lead. This is Barebow right here.
Shouldn't have talked.
Barebow swing.
That's right.
Yeah, shouldn't talk shit about.
And for everybody, it's Mick's fault because he had mentioned it.
Let's
It's
go
all
back
his
to
fault.
BJ.
I was just like,
Olympic
shit,
recurve without the cheating.
what'd he say?
That was his explanation of Barebow.
Absolutely.
What'd he say? Sorry.
That's. You
I think he said that it's Olympic recurve
I'm a fan
without
of
the
every
tuning.
form of
is what
archery,
Barebow is,
but
I
that is
think.
very Chris Ken, I'll tell you that much.
That's outstanding.
That's a great comment.
The Canadian sense of humor.
What did he say? What, Josh? What did he say?
Saskatoon.
Sassy Saskatoon.
That's right. Love it.
Halfway through this match.
Getting arrows knocked up, ready to go. The range is clearing, as you can see in the background.
Hey, I'm not
nice aerial
Taking
view
your
of two
fellow Canadian
contestants.
out at the knees.
Just want to also note that
I do
Little
not.
Tanya Harding action.
A little Tanya Harding. There you go. Hey, listen, I want both of them to win. If I could get all my Canadian brothers to win, they could all finish at the same time. That would be great. But someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. And I love all these guys. Right?
Somebody's going to go up against my little elvish friend.
Here we go. Raymond's leading off.
Melnik.
Oh, Melnik.
My little elvish friend.
Ooh.
A little fast on that one here.
He is fast, though. He's been shooting fast all day.
Really good, solid air. This is a very important error for him.
Yeah, that's the way to come back. That's the way to come back.
We know the center
So
of that
there-
target's soft. That's great. There's the crew there.
They just
working
slowed down his
diligently on this
approach.
production. Huge thanks
There
to
you
the
go.
Lancaster staff here, doing what they do to bring this into your homes.
He
as you're
didn't,
watching
though.
This incredible matchup here, men's Barebow 2025.
And we still have a full day tomorrow of competition to come.
That sounded good too. You knew that.
That's right. Hey, get a little contact
Chris
there, Chris.
Kent, baby. He's cranking.
Next up for Chris.
Raymond.
I can do that too, but unfortunately, it's in the 5 ring. It's usually in the 5 ring.
This is not characteristic of him. Usually on the practice ranges, man, he was pounding earlier today.
All right, he hits it.
Maybe feeling a little bit of the pressure.
You know, I'm wondering, and maybe you can ask Raymond a little bit later, but it looks like he's coming into his anchor and he's not going through his whole process. He's anchoring and shoot.
Barebow close.
There it is.
Not very
Nice.
There it
Yeah,
is. Thank you,
I
Chris
agree with
Ken.
you, but I've seen him shoot, and I've seen him shoot well doing that.
Really? I
yeah.
thought that when he shot against me, I thought he anchored and then he came into it. And
I
then he
don't.
shot here.
Maybe. What was that? A year and a half ago or something like that, right? So, but maybe
A year and a half ago. It was
year
2
ago.
months ago.
Which? Oh, yeah, that's right. Down in, yeah. No, I take a look at that video because I thought when he was coming in, he was just
if I'm
like,
back and I make it on the stage again, she would be my coach. I'm a man of my word, so here she is.
Lori Shackelford works for us at Lancaster Archery. Lori, what advice are you giving to him?
Go with his gut. And he told me what to say.
You got it written down.
I'm not going to forget.
It's got it written on her head. Lori Shackelford works for us in our shipping department. We appreciate everything she does.
Yeah, you know what? It also shows you the depth of the love of archery at Lancaster Archery Supply. This isn't just a company.
Brady crushes.
that
He
people
kills
show
me.
up to work
Oh,
and
he's
they're just
one of the
like,
funniest
it's just a
dudes.
job
I
of
retract
shipping.
myself. This was. I said I put this up, dude. That guy is going to start thinking that bad shot, and he's going to get worse.
From the shipping and receiving department,
I retract my
volunteering for this men's Barebow final to be a coach. Like, that's incredible. That's archery through your blood.
Hey, you're up to 18 viewers.
I'm at 32. We're at 33. 33 people are watching right now. 33. Yeah.
18 on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I got YouTube too, so it's on both. Yeah.
What Raymond can do. Another 9, he matches it.
The
Right side
YouTube
9,
guys are
right
usually
side
a
9.
lot quieter. I don't get comments from YouTube guys, and I mean it's because my channel caters towards like more hunting side of things and reviews. But you know, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and comment, man. Love to hear from you.
Quiet. I mean,
there's hundreds of people. That is a killer arrow.
Yeah, that form.
And when you mean killer arrow, it's almost putting this match out of reach.
It really is.
I mean, Raymond's got to match it.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
close.
Yep.
Okay, 5 points here.
They said 10. They drove 9.
4
okay,
points.
10. There it is.
Adjusted the screen there.
And don't forget, Raymond's got
Dean
the
Conrad.
All the 12. Yeah.
Hey, Dean.
Chris CAN just needs to put a solid arrow in here.
You can't have one of the miscues that we've
That
seen.
sounded soft.
Yeah, certainly did.
That's great.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks like it's going to be out of reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he can hit this
Gotta go
12,
for
then
it. Let's walk off.
Did he hit the 12 button?
Held high.
Yeah.
yeah.
Give us a 12 here, Raymond.
This is the remember my name shot.
He got it.
There you go.
That's what he's at.
There you go, Raymond.
That's
On
awesome.
the way out the door,
On the way
he
out the
does it in
door,
style.
he hits
What
a
a piece.
12. That's the way. People
Raymond,
remember
Reggie
that, right?
Huang.
They didn't even do that in
Canadian
the
there.
compound guys couldn't do that.
So 1 Canadian down. Another
There
one
you go.
coming out
Nice
here
shoot.
next.
It had
There you
to be
go.
like that.
Amazing.
Somebody was going to fall.
And he shot a 108. There's your
Raymond knocked out
27s.
Dwayne Martin.
Yeah.
You know, it's not bad shooting.
Absolute titan of Barebow.
No, if you shoot 27 on average, that is pretty
Wow.
darn good.
Let's get the PJ.
As you're in the top. Like I keep saying this, like that's in the top.
Just to make sure.
I don't know. We should do an
I
estimate.
was actually aiming for the 12.
We believe you. I saw you bearing down on that.
You know, I
So with that 12, it was a 1-point win for Chris KENT-RODGMAN.
Very
Great
close, dude.
comeback for Raymond Reggie
Very
Huang.
close.
He's going to finish in 4th place, take home $800 from us. Give it up for Raymond Huang.
I'd like to see now that we've had this so many
I probably
times.
won't get
Like
to see Raymond for another year.
Raymond will be
Oh
back.
no, maybe I'll see him at the Canadian Nationals.
Yeah, there you go.
It's hard to say. Here's PJ.
All right, our number 2 seed from Burlington, Ontario,
Alex
Canada,
Melnick.
William Melnick.
We call him Alex though. We like to call him
Yeah,
Alex.
all of his friends call him Alex.
Yeah.
Has he got the hair? Huh?
Look, he's got someone. What's he doing?
No, he's got James carrying his bow.
Yeah. This guy's a pure competitor. He should maybe hit the 12 button right away.
He hit his 12. He's like, get
Yeah.
off my spot.
Oh, he's got his wife as a
What do we
picture on
have
his shirt.
This is a picture of his wife, Lauren Melnick.
Excellent.
He's putting his chest guard. I was actually going to say he always wears this leather chest guard, and he didn't have it on the walk out. I think he wanted to give a good view of his wife there. There she is. There's Lauren.
You should be proud of that
That's
girl.
awesome.
She's a pretty lady.
Alex Melnick. They'll call him William out there, but he goes by Alex.
Okay.
Incredible Barebow archer. Just can't wait to introduce him. Very close personal friend.
He's kind of got the Kramer hair going on right now, though.
That is the style. That's like he's acting like he's
Well, he's got that kind
in
of William Tell Robin look.
in primary school. I think that's
Very
what all the
classic,
kids
yeah.
are.
He's a goofball, but he is dangerous on the competitive.
Looks
scene.
like Cosmo.
Line. Also
Yeah,
from
Cosmo
Canada,
Kramer.
we've got Raymond Huang, who just
Oh
got
yeah, he's trying to
knocked
get in
out.
his head.
Chris
Here,
Kent,
he's doing.
Did they just say I love you to each other?
Yeah, they
love
probably
you.
They're
Yep.
roommates. They stay in the same Airbnb down here.
I love you.
They actually shoot very often together. They're from the same area.
Oh, we got a righty versus a lefty.
That's right.
Mohawk.
Both shooting the same limbs.
Shoots a very strong.
Look, he's barely holding on to that sucker.
This gives us an opportunity to look at the opposite side of the bow.
Whoa, that's okay. That's okay. He's just checking it out.
Basically, right now,
Scout arrow.
shooting a strong
Taper
scout
fade,
arrow.
Dad.
Figure out why that fits so far
Thanks,
right
Bernard.
side.
You got your pulse on. You got your finger on the pulse of
Touched his
the
partner
youth.
there. Chris has been out here for going on 3 matches
Mohawk
now, so
light.
he's feeling comfortable out here. Alex is just trying to figure this out.
Can the lane read differently from right-handed to left-handed because of lighting
100%.
with Barebow?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you had like a harsh light coming from the left side, that might be blocked a little bit with his
Oh
riser.
no, there's something going on there.
Bit of his riser here.
That's the lighting. That is not him. He nails tens.
I noticed he just did a little shuffle to position himself a little bit differently.
So this we're seeing the advantage of being on the podium.
He hit it. He hit it. There we go. 12. We'll give him the 12. PJ just walked over there and helped out. Alex is trying to get this figured out here.
Connor Crawford's there calling arrows, and he heard him say 12 as well.
There you go. Okay, got it fixed out. Yeah, now he needs to figure out what he's doing. So it'd be interesting if Alex actually made a large plunger adjustment, or he's starting to use lighting or whatnot.
No, man, this guy's just you know, you get into the groove, and I think that
As if he's shooting.
you're going to be hard pressed.
He's like, wait, there's not 6. There's only 3.
What happened?
Can't shoot 4. We shoot 4
He almost
arrows
shot
in
4
Canada.
arrows there. What was he doing?
He's excited. He's excited.
He just didn't know where he's at.
Let's get the PJ.
He almost shot another arrow. His coach had to get it out of the coaching box, which is illegal.
William, welcome to the Lancaster Archery Classic stage. First time here?
No, 4th time.
4th time on the stage here.
First time here. First time here. Yeah. The rest were way worse than this.
How does it feel?
Like everything I've ever hoped for. Good to be here. I feel very lucky.
So you're from the east side of Canada. He's from the west side. Is there any kind of animosity you got to get out on this stage?
He's not from the
Just
west
love.
side. He's from the central.
Just love. Hey, run through your gear for us, William.
I got Border
William, call
Tempest,
him Alex.
backwards composites limbs, string I made,
Call him Reggie.
tab I threw together, and butter plunger and AE rest.
What arrows you shooting?
Victory 23s.
And Knox?
Fighters.
All right. Good rig there.
Yeah, he loves that border.
William, we have an 8-point lead, 29-21.
Whoop. See him say whoop. That's a Canadian. He wouldn't swear.
It's everything I hoped for. The crowd missed it, but we caught it.
Yes, we caught it. That's right. It's goofball.
Idiots. Canadians.
So Alex.
He's really open here, Chip.
That's right.
His stance. Look at his stance. There,
Yeah,
it's
he's
a
got
spends a lot of time on
very
our
similar
podcast.
to like an Olympic
He's
stance.
actually
Yeah.
my personal archery coach. We spend a lot of time FaceTiming and reviewing my form and helping me through this journey of Barebow, which is amazing. That is a great shot by
on
Chris.
freaking fire.
Maybe some of this just love will turn into a little bit of rivalry here on stage. Let's see if Alex's final adjustment on that first end carries through. He can still hit down the middle. Looks like he fixed it. That lighting must have been very harsh for him. It's a great arrow. Chris, to win this thing, he just needs to keep the pedal down, keep them all in the gold, keep shooting strong shots, just like that.
Don't.
It seems every
Don't
time
go-
I say something like that, Chris.
I
just
know.
delivers.
I won't yet, but
Let's see what Alex
You
does
can't
here.
count him out.
High-ish anchor.
oh, just a bounce. I felt it sounded like it hit.
Kind of same line.
Yeah.
Left, right, but
Let's see what Chris got.
this could be a dagger.
Oh, that's a good arrow. That's what he needed. That is a great way to get to 30, 11, 11, 9. 12 is called. I doubt he's going to go for it at this point, but he may.
Yeah, Ryan, you're right, man. I think Sam's gonna get some orders here. But like anything, waiting for something good is great.
Oh, that's
you
a
know?
great arrow, man. That's a great arrow.
He center punched that thing.
Dude, it's inside
Chip
out.
his way back from that first end here.
Chris, you're finding your groove now for sure.
No.
Parking lot had a nice bow in it.
211s, right?
The heat, it's starting to feel like Florida. Feel like you're out in the sun there, right?
It's a little more humid than I'm used to, I would say, for sure, yeah.
All right, so tell folks at home, what that's like. You've been up here for several matches now. Do you actually get comfortable?
I had a really good nap after qualifications here today, so I feel pretty good. The more you're up here, it's back left and right, the lights really mess with you. But but I've been kicked back and forth enough times now. I'm good.
All right,
You'll
good.
know where
Well,
to
you're
hold.
doing
yeah.
what you need
shoot
to
on
do
one
there,
side
Chris.
and over the other. You know. After
Right now, you've got an 11-point lead.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is
Alex is like,
Barebow, the shoot-up finals.
It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, and for Chris CAN, was able to, he's shot his way from our 5th place qualifier after all the arrows were said and done, after qualification and elimination matches, and now comfortably on the podium and trying to close this out.
Yes.
Ox is a great supporter of archery here in the U.S. Like he helps out. You can call him. He'll help you out with your form. He does a lot of good stuff. He comes out to the eat towers and stuff like that. He's just around the corner from Pennsylvania. It's not too far for him to come, and it's been really amazing that way.
A very likable personality as well.
Oh yeah, he's very. Oop, see there you go.
And there's
There's the blue ocean.
First hiccup. So this is the door that Alex needs to walk through now.
He's got to be all gold here, Alex. You got a job to do.
Well, and Alex, didn't he win Worlds with 3D? Wasn't he? It was him. Wasn't it him against David Jackson? And
No, David won that. David
Oh, did he?
Yeah, David won. Yeah, but you're right. They came down in the very final last year. I think I thought he had the lights figured out, or is he just letting his Canadian? He's just being polite. He's letting his Canadian friend get back into it. Hey, I'm just here. You go. You first.
All right.
Sorry.
So I would suspect that since he has been shooting in the middle, and now he's shooting to the right, that it's form related. That he's either letting his string blur creep in to the center, or he's not getting his full push. Because remember, he engages up front.
Yeah, you can see it.
And if he doesn't engage it to the same amount, then he will shoot to the right.
There it is. There it is. Because it looks like he's got how do they say it?
Might go for it here.
He's got pretty good accuracy, you know, but
Pretty much has to at this point. Get any points he can get.
needs an 11. Oh well.
Okay,
So
still aiming for the middle.
it's 2 more back.
Chris
But
kind of
he
had
had
a conversation with
he had
his
a
coach
ton of
too, saying,
opportunity
am I
here.
collapsing? Am I collapsing my shot? So right now, the way we're looking at it, it's still huge.
See, everything was centered, and now he's shooting right.
Target,
So
Chris Kent really
he's not getting the same, more than likely, not getting the same engagement in his left half, or
Just like shooting at
creeping
home,
over.
yeah.
It's exactly the same. I have this in my basement.
What's the Barebow scene like in Ontario?
Cold.
Cold. That's pretty simple. Are there a lot of you folks up there that shoot Barebow?
Quite a few. There's a lot of people from Hamilton. I'm not sure if they're in there. There we go. Those guys. They're from my hometown. And yeah, a couple of us. Me and Chris and Jay over there. That's pretty much it. Oh, Raymond too. Yeah.
And Raymond too. Yes. All right. Well, thank you for coming out, William. We're currently heading into the last end. Chris KENT-RODGMAN holds a 9-point lead.
This guy is very
81,
family. The other thing too about Alex is he's incredibly family oriented. He was going into the shootouts, and something happened with his family last year, and he just said, "I don't care." Just got in the car and took off. Went back home. So he's family first type person. So yeah, he's a very nice person.
If he can just do that, he's going to
Good
walk
soul.
away with this one.
He's got an open stance there. I didn't notice that before.
Big road to come if
Yeah.
Chris is shooting, and there he goes.
I know that Alex does, but I didn't realize
Oh,
Chris did.
I was talking about Chris originally. That's why I thought it was a super open.
Oh, I was referring to Alex having an open stance like a
They both do, yeah.
Olympic style.
A little bit longer hold. It seems as he's holding just a fraction longer than his normal tempo. They're flying out high. Here we go. Nice shot of Chris. That
was a
looks
little
like-
better. He wasn't
You
holding
see,
it as long. Yeah.
He made some kind of
Yeah, that was
adjustment
in the
though.
goal,
So
right?
the
Yeah.
previous end he was to the right. Now he's got them grouped together, center, left.
Just holding too long too. He's holding so long.
Oh,
There
that's a
you
great
go.
arrow. That's a great arrow. Okay, we need
Still
something
those
disastrous
18. He
here.
had an
from
opportunity
Chris,
to-
if Alex has any chance, but Chris is just shooting so strong. Oh yeah, that's a
Look
great
at that,
way
yes.
to end it and just put the nail in the coffin.
And I
there.
love the fact that he didn't just, I'm going to shoot
That's
it
right.
and move on to the
That's
next
right.
one. He kept with his shot process,
100%.
knowing that he's got another.
Yeah, their shot breaks are really
4
similar.
ends to go.
I think that they shoot enough together that these guys are kind
I know
of.
him here. He's going to try to walk out in fashion just like Raymond here. Oh, maybe he did aim for the middle. All right, there we go. That was
Yeah,
great.
good luck, guys.
Great
Good
match.
job. Good job. Good job.
And I think, again, another learning experience, right? You can't duplicate, replicate the pressure, the excitement, everything that goes on
100%.
in this center stage. All right, let's get to PJ.
All right.
Yeah, silver. Josh, that's right. Yeah.
Strong Canadian shooting there in Barebow.
Yeah, he just.
Well, I'll say I'm going to be a
And our
fangirl
number
of
one
Chris's
seed
form. I'm loving that form.
Oh my God, yeah, I know. And under normal circumstances
Oliver
too.
OCHKENHOLT.
Oh, I love it, Oliver. Come up, get those arms out there. Yeah. It would have been nice to be an all-Canadian final, but.
All right,
This is
coming
cool.
out like a rock star.
Absolutely.
Or American.
Oliver is a beast.
What is
man.
it? Do you guys shoot
Alex,
Barebow?
who just
I
left
thought
the
you didn't.
stage here,
Is there any
actually
bear? Was there
called
anyone
that
showed up
Oliver
at
was gonna
the?
win this whole thing.
Again, Wisconsin doesn't count.
not
Wisconsin
yet.
doesn't count.
We heard
Wisconsin
Tigers
doesn't count.
We knew that we
Yeah,
were gonna
even
be
really
the first
Pennsylvania and
show. He's just
Wisconsin, they're both
extremely talented archer.
farther north than most of the
just an
United
awesome
States.
So in the seeding
Idaho.
for this
Yeah, pretty far
tournament,
north. Pretty far north.
554 points, 9th place out of a total of 660, and then the elimination rounds 115, 117, 111 to win.
Totally agree.
And that's a total of 897
I will
points.
be
Melnick was
watching
second,
his form
15
over and
points
over
back.
just
So the
to
amount of points
see what I can
accumulated
pick up.
by
because
Oliver from Denmark is,
I think it's
was
similar to what I
massive,
shoot or how
compared to the rest of
I
the field, but
approach
all that
it.
is
So
erased right
I'm
now.
really keying in on it. I
Now
think
you're
it's
looking
great.
at the fifth
I would agree with you on that. After watching you shoot and seeing you shoot a few times, it's just it's very similar. And your focus on that pushing that hand forward, where a lot of people just forget about it. They want to keep it static, but you can see he's pushing it forward. You can see it actually moving.
He's got the shakes going, the adrenaline's still running.
That's a high 8 from adrenaline. That's all.
Let's see what Oliver's doing.
It was a scout arrow, remember?
Arrow here, shooting
There it is. You even
playing
said it.
arrows.
Dude, how is this a scout arrow? It's like he's shot. How many arrows has he shot already? He's shot a whole tournament. He's already shot a second tournament.
It's quiet in here. Gold medal match. Who's walking away with the money and the promise to get their name up on the banner for next year?
And their face.
Yeah, I love him. There we go.
Chris isn't letting it go.
Yeah, that's
he
right.
is not rolling over without a fight.
No, that 8 was just a
Oliver has a real
flight issue.
process.
Oh.
He's shooting. Oliver's shooting small
This
shots.
is the gold medal
Yeah.
match, man. Greg, here we are.
No line cutters there.
Straight stare.
But coming up on stage and hitting a 10 and 11, a 9 and 11 right away is pretty amazing.
That sounded
Take
good
it.
too.
9's
Sounded
good.
soft in that target. We
9s
knew
and
it
10s are good. If you can shoot 9s and 10s and you get beat, you get beat.
Ollie, as he's
Keeping
known.
it gold.
Yep. You heard it slap arrows. You just wondered
There's
if it was
11.
the 10
Oh,
or
that's
the
a
9.
10. That looks like
Break
11.
that knot?
No, I'm not.
No,
No,
that's
The
a
reason
10.
why they
All right, let's go to
qualified
PJ.
number 1.
Yeah, it was so close to another 11.
Oliver, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, BJ.
How's it feel to be up there?
It's a dream coming true right now.
How many times have you been to the Classic?
It's my first time here.
It's your first time and on the stage. Give it up for Oliver. Way to show up. Another gigantic bow. Tell us what you got here. This thing's huge.
I have my Gilo GF27 with the Gilo C88 limbs, shooting it with a bited plunger and an arc system rest. Of course, my custom pin string bowstrings here. Yeah. Arrows also, yeah. I'm shooting my Eastern Procoms and Biden Ox.
Whiter Knox. All right, Oliver, welcome to
Must be
the
a sponsor.
stage.
Gotta be.
Your first trip here certainly has been good so far. You want to keep it going. Right now, Oliver holds a 3-point lead, 30-27. That's a great way to open a round here at the Classic Barebow Finals.
That is a good shot process too. That is a nice.
Yeah,
looking
he's
shot.
got a good
Explosive
expansion
shot, yeah.
himself.
Is that the way you would analyze
Oh
it?
my gosh, yeah.
He's a very strong shooter here. Definitely shooting a more dynamic shot break. Just leverages that. He was the World 3D 2024 and World Archery 3D Championship here this past fall. Just an incredible.
Yeah, he's
partner.
not slouch.
Also took
You know what? I always think that those. I wonder if those glasses help out as well.
As
You
a
know,
reference point, hitting it.
yeah, hitting it, or or even you have a different prescription for 20 yards, where it brings the target in a little bit closer.
So I shoot with
Confidence
glasses.
is high.
Yeah.
Mine are for distance because if not, I can't see. It's all a blur.
Great.
Yeah.
But it makes it so that my
Like you
point
can just see it,
is
right?
blurry,
And you can
Okay.
see how they
and my
get there in
focus is
different
on
ways.
the
Chris
on the
also has
target. So
beautiful line
I have a
and
blurry
beautifully
point
strong
that
shot.
I mean I can see it, but the blurry point that
Really
comes up
twisting
on
his
a
core
clear target.
to get into that.
But I want to say
more of
that
a different stance.
that the
Pushing
Koreans,
against that bow.
Olympians,
Right down the
there
middle.
was
Let's
a
watch Oliver.
comment about them
closer
using
together.
glasses as a
alignment through
head
reference.
alignment. Yeah.
Just a great shot. It's almost as if Oliver with his
I could be
form and the
wrong.
way
I
he
might be
achieves
blowing
that
smoke,
beautiful
but
holding
I
his
think
Yeah.
I heard that at one
It's
time.
like, how can it go anywhere down the middle?
I will say I have contacts in, but I just don't. I can't see at 20 yards. I don't see the target. I don't see the.
I can tell you what, we knew that one was.
Yeah,
that was
we
down
knew
the
that
middle.
one.
You could hear it when they hit the 10. That target is much softer. Than
He's shooting fast too.
Oh, this is.
Look at this dude.
Oh, I'm jacked up. Here we go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow. So we wait on that 8 asterisks if that's going to advance
a
up
9.
to a 9. I think it
Definitely
will
a
be.
9.
Yeah, I think it's that
I think so.
Dropped one.
easily.
That's what it looks like from here.
9.
Yeah, from my couch,
So
it's
still,
sure
we're
looks
gonna go
good.
55-59 at the halfway point of this
Just their
final
form is
of
just
Barebow
outstanding.
2025
And even
Lancaster
Josh is
Archery
saying that, and
Classic.
Josh
The
does
Shootout
form
finals.
videos because he's got
The
such
number
amazing
5th
form
seed
for it,
trying to knock
especially
off the
shooting those
number 1
super hard.
qualifier.
Absolutely. So we're going to go back to
ALS
what Raj
bows,
just
man.
mentioned
That's
here
just
out on
crazy.
the competition field. So
Yeah.
this year,
Is
the
it ALS,
Lancaster Classic,
AL, whatever?
in years past,
American
we always
longbow.
had the longbow outlaws. It was a rogue crew of longbow archers that would
Yeah.
show up and compete in Barebow, and they just kept showing up in numbers and kept lobbying to Lancaster to give them their
There's
own
your
class.
shout
And
out
this
for the
year,
longbow
2025
crew.
Classic
There you go,
was
Santos.
the first time we had
Santo.
an official
You
longbow
got the
class
longbow and-
following world archery rules.
I didn't
It's
see- I
wood
didn't- I
arrows,
know you-
1 or 2 piece longbows. It's just a really, really cool class.
Okay,
No
let's get
string walking.
Santo.
It's
Let's
very
get caught up. I
traditional,
want to
if you
understand
will.
what happened
And
with the
they
whole
didn't get
longbow. I
big
want to
stages
see
this
what
year, but
the
it's a
vibe
money
was.
shoot. So we actually had a true money class, which was a great step in the right direction. And Rob just announced here that next year we're going to have longbow
ASL.
world archery style on the big stage next year.
No.
That's awesome. Good job, guys.
Yeah, way to go.
Great to see that for you.
On the big stage, you can have longbow. That is more exciting. I mean, Barebow, you know, like we've seen Barebow, and they're like shooting. Chip was saying like 27 average is kind of like what they're doing. But that is not the average for longbow. So that is longbow close now. That's gonna be an exciting event, man. Wood arrows and
Open stance and giving himself more of a platform, activating the core. Oliver more upright stance, but still managing everything so nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
a little
we're
bit of
gonna-
flyer. You cannot afford to have an 8 going up
Against
against
this guy.
Oliver.
Yeah, look at this whole front end is locked out. Pushes.
That's a glance out. I think
It's just bone on bone, you know.
It
Got
does
a little
look like
contact.
that,
Yeah, I heard it's.
And I'm glad to see that the top 3 archers in Barebow all have a similar
Could be a good-
approach on
good
how they
sound
get
or
their
bad sound
their bow arm into it. And it's not sloppy. It's
And that's
it's great
that's
looking.
there. And that's one of the arguments against shooting a single spot target.
And they're all
is
foreign.
Potentially, you do lose points by.
Look at that form. Look at his alignment. Look at his alignment.
That 10 ring.
Golden.
You might get a glance out. So some people are starting
He
to
strokes
start
that so
shooting
nice,
those
it's amazing.
3-spot targets.
Yeah.
4-point match.
28 each and 2 different ways to get to that 28 score. But still, it looks like it's going to be 4 points, the difference. And
Yeah, it's just a shame
this
that
is
Chris
it.
couldn't have made
This
it
is
just a
it.
little bit
This is
closer.
it. We got
Last
3
end.
arrows left to decide
Ronnie.
who's going to be the champ.
Yeah,
of the
Ronnie's a good
2025
friend of
Lancaster
mine.
Archery
He's actually a
Classic. We've had
custom lawyer.
8 in this
Oh,
shootout.
yeah.
Bates Creek.
Some fresh faces we've
Bates
never
Creek
seen before.
longbows
Quite a
and,
few archers that are here in
Yeah, we'll do.
Lancaster.
We'll do.
In
Ronnie,
Manheim,
drop your
Pennsylvania for the first time and
website
end
in
up
the comments if you
in the
could.
top 8 for the shoot up. Can number
He's actually
5,
going to
your
help
5th
me
place
make
seed,
a recurve for
Chris
Reagan and then
CAN-RODGMAN,
make one for me.
make this
Like a
massive
hunting or
comeback
setup or
deficit of
hunting
5
setup?
points
Yeah.
against one of the
Yeah, we're going to do a
world's
belly
best.
mounted limb like a black widow for me and just
Oh, really?
yeah, do the standard for Reagan, but
And
hers
with
is going
the
to
way
be.
Ollie's been
So it's
keeping
kind of a
them
cool
going,
story.
that's a
Real quick,
large
my
mountain
dad
climb.
gave me some
Chris has just put on an
riser
epic
wood that we were going to
performance here. I
build
love his form. Maybe
bows
a
with
request
back in
to
the
do film crew
90s.
if we could
We
just
never
see
did. He
back-to-back
gave me this
shots here
stuff,
of
so
their
Ronnie and I
entire
are going to
stance.
build one
That
for
would be
me
amazing.
and one for
You can
Reagan.
really
So
compare and
Reagan will
contrast
have
how
from
different
the
you
woods
can
my dad gave me.
approach
So
Wow,
it'll be
that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Do you know what kind of wood it is?
Nice wide open.
She's got Purple Heart.
Twisting
I'm
his forward
doing
to help
either
draw that
Babinga
bow,
or
getting to that
Shadua.
alignment, pushing against the bow.
That's gonna be
increasing
beautiful.
tension on the string side.
Look at how
Beautiful
solid
shot
that
for
is,
it.
dude. I know that. Don't worry about where that hit, but I mean that's
Close
just
stance. Feet
gets
close
pretty much
apart,
over here.
leaning
Yeah,
over
I
a
do.
little
I
bit.
do a close stance.
No, did I just say that? Did I just say it was almost
It's
over?
your fault again.
Yes, kicking himself on that first arrow. That was the
That's
arrow.
1 point. If he would have shot at 11, it would have been ridiculous.
Barebow chant.
Yes, that's right.
by a few.
6-point match here still. Or no, I'm sorry, 4-point match.
So close to 11.
There we go.
Somehow I don't think Oliver's going to go back-to-back sixes.
No, I don't think so either. He's going to bear down here.
Ooh, a little lean there.
Oh, man.
He did start. I noticed that.
I
He
know.
started
Now
drifting.
what? Now what?
Oh, no. How many points here? What do we got?
Decision.
12. You
He's
have to.
going for it.
Yeah, he's got to hit 12.
Here we go. He has to,
He's got-
right? He's going first. It's a 2-point match. He knows if Ollie puts a 10 in, it's over. He got to go for the 12. What's he doing? Is he aiming for the 12 or is he going
Aim for it. Hit it. Hit it, man. Hit it. Hit it.
He went for the gold.
Oh, he went for the gold. Okay.
Here we go.
So he has to hit 8
Oliver needs
or
a strong
better.
shot here.
He got it.
That's
He
it.
got it.
1 point.
That did
Is
it.
that going to be? It's an 8-9 liner.
It's an
We're gonna
8-9
have to wait for a judge right now. We're calling it 8-9 liner. Currently, we're tied. Are we going to see a shootout?
Let's see. That's not in.
Wait.
That's no. Wait.
Seven.
That's a 7, dude.
That's 8-7. That's Chris. That's Chris.
Oh, that's Chris's target.
So we can see
Oh, so
7-10-10. So for sure.
Oh my God, that was funny.
Anticipation.
I'm telling you, it's
Everybody
your
hold
fault.
on to your hats.
I want to see a shoot off. I want to see a shoot off, and I want my.
TV.
Yeah, that's a
land.
9. That's an easy 9.
And that's going to be.
Oh my God, I'm.
Victory.
I think we need to take that to the Supreme Court. That looks like a 7 to me. For Canadians got robbed again.
Wow. And
That's Canadian
victory
math.
by that millimeter and a half.
He said a millimeter.
Gonna hear in a
Like
second.
everyone's
So as
watching the
Canadians can
monitor
understand
up
what you're
there
talking
to
about.
see. I think Oliver thinks he's got it.
You know what? Whatever. 1 point difference.
Got some chanting going on. Here we go. Official Oliver OCHKENHOLT.
You know, it was a good run. Unfortunately, all the Canadians had to beat the Canadians because no one else could. And then finally, well, that's what happened. We got to the point. I mean, you know, there was no one to challenge us. So, but Oliver, congrats, man. Really well done. Both.
All of those top finishers to be able to get to that place in your
$8,000
career,
from
that's
us.
awesome. 'Cause there's a
$800
lot
from
of
Gilo.
world-class
Oliver,
archers
the
that
Great
did not make it
Dane
to the stage this
OCHKENHOLT.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, you just take a look at the scores.
Yeah,
The
it's
high
crazy.
Oliver, how's that
score
feel?
and
Come
then
on
the
down here. You're
bottom
like 10
cutoff
feet
is
taller than me
higher.
now.
It's
Well, that
crazy.
was,
It's crazy how
that was
many good
quite
people.
an
It's
thing.
crazy how
You
good
could
the
definitely
archers
feel the
are in
nerves in
Barebow.
here. It's tense and yeah, I don't know. It's just so crazy. It's a dream coming true, man. When you came over here, did you think this would be the final? What would happen? Well, I definitely hope it would be, but I've never dared to dream about it. I know. It's crazy.
Humble
Thank
level.
Thank you for everybody for this great event.
Congratulations.
It's,
Great job.
extraordinary
Great
for the
job. Great
Barebow
ambassador
community.
of Barebow.
It's everything for us. It is. Thank you.
Swedes are back on top
Your
this
name
year.
will live in history. Give it up one more time for Oliver OCHKENHOLT.
Hey, so I just want to take a second and say, Chip, thanks very much for coming along and listening to me rant and then and put up with me and for giving us some color commentary on this. It's been fun, man. I love doing this, so I appreciate you being here and doing that with us.
8 a.m. Eastern time. We're going to open
I
things
made a
up with
mistake.
Masters
He's from
Open Pro. We're
Denmark.
going to have bow hunter,
My
women's
fault.
recurve,
Yes.
Olympic recurve, and then we're going to have
See,
youth
now I'm not
open,
inviting you back next year.
followed by the
Well, I
open
wouldn't.
category,
I'm a has-been.
then women's open pro.
Oh my God, we can't wait for you to get back at it. Anyway, I'm going to let everyone go back and get their dinner on. And thank you very much for paying attention. And thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Really appreciate you coming in the comments.
Exactly. So we're looking forward to
We will
seeing
talk to you next year. Congratulations to all the archers. See you later. Hunt the good stuff.
Get things cracking and set the stage for our final day here at the 21st Lancaster Archery Classic from Spooky